Yeah, bro. Monday night at the Mid, I'm like, I got my first headlining slot. And then that's the night that the Hawks won the Stanley Cup. And then they called all the DJs up and they were like, listen, we got a special guest coming in who called us and wants to play. You'll all still get paid. It's all good. Come party. And I was like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Tiesto.
Motherfucker.
This motherfucker bumped me, bro, on the biggest night of my young career.
Could you get bumped by anybody else though? Like,
bro, it was obviously amazing, but still, I was like, damn. Like, I'm thinking, like, the Hawks just won. I'm DJing the fucking biggest party in the city. Like, let's go. Tiesto came through and shitted on me.
Well, all right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin.
Welcome back, Party with Strategy Podcast. Another very special guest kicking off the year right. My man, DJ OREO.
Hello, everyone.
The god himself.
Not yet.
The young god. The rising star.
The 30-year-old guy.
30. You just turned 30?
33.
Oh, you've been 30.
I've been 30 for about 3 years now.
Yeah. How is it?
It's great.
You look good.
Thank you. I don't get ID'd, but my younger children call me old.
You got kids?
I have a daughter and a nephew that I love dearly like a son.
Nice. I'm about to have a nephew myself. First one.
It's everything, man.
I'm excited.
It's great. You get to have them and you get to give them back.
That sounds it's like a training.
It's like a dog that you don't own, but you have access to at all times.
Nice. Yeah. Babysit. I'm letting my brother get his toes wet in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch him for a couple years, take notes. Then I'm gonna get the warden pregnant.
Okay. I'm with the madness.
She doesn't like when I call her the warden, but she's here. She's not normally here on Mondays, so I had to say that.
Yeah, I understand the madness.
What's good, bro?
Nothing. Coming into the new year, excited, but I just think the new year is a new day. I don't think that you should wait till everything resets to reset. You should just reset when it's your time. Stay focused, stay disciplined.
Yeah, I spent the last probably 2 months just being a complete off the wagon scumbag, eating pizzas every night, cakes, cookies, going crazy.
I'm gonna replace all of those foods with tacos.
Tacos? That's your shit?
Tacos, and I'm obsessed with cooking things off of TikTok right now. That's like my new thing. I see something, instead of like impulsively going to buy something, I will impulsively cook this 3 seafood pasta that I just saw on TikTok.
You're a good chef?
I'm a good copycat.
Okay.
I'm a good food copycat.
I mean, even just copy what you see, you got to be good in the kitchen. You got to know what you're doing at the very least.
I've been obsessed with Food Network since I was like 12.
I can't cook. I just turn the heat up too high. The shit starts burning. I have no patience to sit there and let it really cook.
Cooking is something that you have to not trial, not what do I want to say? It takes practice.
Yeah.
But it's not, I'm not telling you that like I can't dice an onion for shit. So I have like a press thing that
chopper
no, I don't. Yeah, the one, not the infomercial
right.
one. You do that. I have the one where you just press it and it's a fine dice, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
nobody cares.
Yeah,
so it does take practice though. I did learn cook bacon slow. You don't have to high heat that shit.
Yeah, I need to slowing down is something I need to work on in all aspects, especially in the kitchen.
Yeah,
but it's New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming through.
Thanks for inviting me. I'm super excited. I've been a fan for years.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
not
that.
just the podcast or just not the internet content, but you as a person and as a DJ. I've been a fan for years.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You make DJing so much fun on the internet. So much fun.
That means a lot to me. Speaking of DJing, I want to know what you played at midnight last night.
I played the Baby Section remix featuring Sexy Red.
Ooh, okay. Went crazy?
It went exactly the way I planned it. Insane.
Yeah.
Sexy Red is she's everything I need right now.
She's going crazy.
Sexy Red. There's Sexy Red, who's like super unapologetically edgy, ratchet, ghetto, and then there's Caribou, who's quiet, calm, and collective, and very smooth about her music.
Sexy Red's a good follow on Twitter too.
Have you looked at her mentions?
I just look at her posts where she calls everyone to post their own porn.
Her mentions are insane. Like, insane. It's hilarious that you don't know. Well, you know what you're going to get, but you don't know. People go out of their way to be the first comment on her post on Twitter, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a dark place.
Yeah, she goes hard.
No, she doesn't. Her tweets are quite simple.
Yeah.
Everybody under her tweets are mad men and women.
But she knows what she's doing.
Twitter. Do you think she asked for that though?
Oh yeah, she knows what she's doing.
I don't think she asked for that.
Come on.
I think before Pound Town, like nobody was like porning under, like Twitter porning under her mentions. After Pound Town, every Twitter porn star, OnlyFans person, they got busy under them comments.
Yeah.
And it's just like she didn't get mad at it. I have more respect for her because she just accepted it and let it be what it was gonna be.
Yeah. Well, her coochie's pink.
Booty hole's brown.
Yeah.
It was a thing. It was a thing.
Who would have thought such a simple, just stating facts?
You can't think these things. You just have to let it happen.
It just comes out.
I went to go watch the interview on how her management team was like, you got this Tay Keith beat and you playing on this man beat. She was like, I'm telling y'all, this the one. But if I've listened to that song so much, when she says it in the first chorus, you can actually hear whoever was recording her in the background be like, whoa, like you can actually hear it. You can actually hear it.
That's amazing.
It's super hilarious. But I get some flack from women that say, oh, you love Sexy Red so much. I'm like, bro, I wish Sexy Red had like the following of like the Beehive, because like behind all the edgy, sexy redness that it is, it's all about female empowerment and like truly unapologetically being yourself, living in your femininity, your womanhood, all of that stuff. And I think that it's fun and fair. But yeah, that's my take on Sexy Red.
Yeah, I'm into it. I think, if you want to rap about your wet ass pussy, you should be able to do so.
Women have been rapping about their wet cats for a long time.
Yeah, remember getting some head?
Absolutely. You remember Little Kim in the Chanel wig when we were wondering where the hell Ray J's head went in that music video? City Girls. Shout out to Suki Hana. Like Flo Milli right now. Like women have always rapped about the wet cats.
Yeah.
Love a wet cat though. Shout out to the wet cats.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's a great time. Wet cats are always a great time.
Yeah. Speaking of wet cats. No, I'm kidding. I don't know where I want to go with that. But I did just see you were in Dallas with your boy Els.
Yes.
And Mr. Rogers. Oh, great DJ.
Great DJs.
Yes, true.
Great DJs.
True.
Go ahead.
When I was in Houston, I was trying to get Mr. Rogers on the pod. Mm-hmm. Didn't happen, but I have faith that one day it'll happen.
Well, no, I take that back. Rogers is a very hardworking man.
He's a hardworking man.
He's the first DJ to say to me, I DJ 6 days a week. The only reason I don't DJ 7 is because my daughter got gymnastics practice. He's a very hardworking man, but he's a very, 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 very infinity varies great DJ.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Rogers as a hustler, as a DJ, and as a person. He's super talented. Els as well. Els has polished me as a DJ. Pause. Has made me get on my game. Els is my best friend, my brother, but he has definitely made me a better DJ.
Yeah,
definitely.
And both those guys are super great producers as well.
Els don't produce.
I thought he was working with.
He manages Lil Ju. He doesn't produce.
Okay. I thought he was working with him.
No. Yeah, he works with him. He manages him.
I thought he was like working on the music with him, but I mean, it's still a big part of the game.
He has a very good ear.
Yeah,
he has a very good ear.
Yeah.
Very good year.
Did you know that Mr. Rogers produced Flex?
Yes.
I didn't know that until I learned it when I went to Houston.
He produced Flex. If I'm not mistaken, he managed Party Boys.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, he produced records for Pimp C. He did a very large amount of the new, if not the whole Larry June project.
I know you had a couple beats on the Larry June.
Yeah.
Dope beats too. Like
Yeah.
and that's the illest part is the range.
Mm-hmm.
Flex, and then there's like soulful sampled raw shit for Larry June.
He has a deep music. Rogers has a extremely deep music. Have you seen what he's been doing on the internet lately?
I don't think so.
His mixes that he's been dropping, like these 90-second mixes.
No.
Oh man.
Like TikTok style real sort of things. Like,
Reels on, I mean, they're reels, but they're on Instagram. I don't know if he's posted them on TikTok.
but that style is what
Yeah,
I mean.
definitely that style, but like in his own way.
Okay.
Like, he has, and again, these are, if you saw this playlist, you'd be like, oh man, this is a great playlist. But to see him play it in 90 seconds, and it's not like, you know, first it would be, I think at first it was like the artist, like 90 seconds of this artist, but he can go 90 seconds of one word. Like he did a love mix where in 90 seconds, every song he played, every little excerpt had the word love in it.
That's dope.
He's very fire with that shit.
That's dope. That's inspiring. I got to check those out.
Very well. He put the, he's like, even when Drama did his interview and had asked, like, you know, who are you? I don't know if the question was like, who are your favorite DJs, or what DJs did you always were excited to see? Rogers was the first one that he mentioned. Like, Rogers was the one that he hated DJing behind because Rogers was so good. Like, as an opener, just like so good. He goes so deep into his music library when he plays. It don't matter, no matter where he at. We was just in Dallas, home for the holidays. He played what's my girl name? Kelly Clarkson, I think.
He was dropping Kelly Clarkson records?
Dropping Kelly Clarkson records, and it was bussing.
That's amazing. He's nice on the mic too.
Very nice. DJs in Houston are very nice on the mic.
Yeah.
Pause.
Another clip. I'm just going to have a compilation of you saying pause-worthy things.
I'm sorry, man.
So how did you get into DJing?
I got into DJing because I started producing. Rest in peace to the late and great DJ Rashad. Rashad and Spin. I found out about footwork culture, and I was footworking for a long time. Or for long enough. And then some part of me was just like, you know, I want to make the records that we dance to. So I started producing footwork tracks. And then I realized that, well, I can't just give DJs my music. I have to learn how to play it. So I started practicing how to play my music. And footwork tempo isn't like EDM tempo. It's all one tempo.
Yeah.
It's all 160 BPM or 80 BPM, whichever you choose to use. And I just started DJing my music, one portion at this club called Fifth City. I DJ one portion, just like the footwork portion of the night. And then this other DJ, he was a DJ at the time, he's a promoter now, he would always come up after me, and he would play, no lie, 20 songs, 30 minutes from either a CD, or when the iPhone came out, he came with the RCA to 8th. He would plug his phone in, play this other DJ's intro, play all of the hotter songs. He did this for like 30 minutes.
Just no mixing. Just
no mixing. At first he was mixing. Then when the iPhone came out, completely stopped mixing.
What did he have? Was he raw with it? Like, did he have the crowd? Did he make it work without being able to mix?
Any person can be a DJ with the right songs in front of them.
Yeah, you have the right songs, but then there's like timing. You gotta have some timing.
This was during the era of Soulja Boy. This was during the era of Wayne. This is during the era of Rick Ross, early Flocka. This is, mind you, it's 2006. Rockaware, Pellies, and Jordans are a thing. And the hottest song of the night was T.I., Whatever You Like.
Oh yeah.
So 15 of the 15 current songs, and you look like the man.
Yeah.
Like if you give me a great EDM playlist of whatever records, special remixes, throw in a Snake record, an Avicii record, throw in who else am I thinking about? A Disclosure record. Like, I'm gonna look like I really know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Even if I play them wrong, I'm still gonna look like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And granted, he did this for a little while. It was actually crazy because the other DJs behind him, I used to feel bad for him because he would literally play every current hit for 30 minutes and then get off.
Who is this guy?
I don't even want to say his name because
you should drop his name.
I don't want to drop his name.
We should drop.
He's a promoter.
I mean, you're making him sound good. You're not like making him sound
He
bad.
doesn't DJ anymore. He's a promoter.
Well, he realized that there's money in promoting, and there's only you're capped out kind of at DJing. Like there's money in DJing, but you hit a ceiling. Promoting, that's where the money's at.
Is it?
Yes, for sure. Throwing a party, getting a percentage of the door or the bar.
Man, bars. Well, I want to answer the question before we get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Watching him DJ made me realize that I wanted to DJ not just the footwork portion of the night, but I wanted to be that guy that played the turn up songs. And I think like Christmas 2006, we at Fifth City.
Where is Fifth City?
Holman and Jackson.
Okay, and is that the area you're from?
I'm from down the street on Holman and Flournoy,
okay,
like West Garfield Park. But we I used to walk down there. I remember I asked Ray. It was his night. Ray used to do this thing where he threw kids parties. That's all he threw. He didn't do no other parties. He just threw kid parties. And kids show up. So Christmas was like the biggest night of the year because people would show up. All the kids from like the surrounding schools, Marshall, Crane, Michelle Clark, Al Raby, I want to say Prasa, like all the surrounding neighborhood schools on the west side would come to this party especially on Christmas. And you have like 1,500 kids in the room. Super over capacity, way over capacity. They would probably get like 2 hours in before the police was like, it's too many kids outside. And then they had to shut it down. But I remember that Christmas, I walked in, I asked Ray, I said, I want to play a full hour tonight. He was like, are you ready for this? I was like, yeah, I'm super ready. Is
this Serato at the time?
No. Serato was just kicking in, and you had to, that conversion, to convert over, you had to have money.
Right.
Like you had to have a laptop, you had to burn your music onto your computer, CD drives and all that. Like this was like first CDJs. This is when CDJs first came out.
So you had the booklet with all the CDs.
I had the booklet with all the CDs. It was silver paid, $20 for it. I had it. I don't know how other DJs had theirs. I used to have to go to Walgreens and get the 5-pack of CDs for $2. I would get 2 packs. I would make playlists of all the songs that I wanted to play. Now, mind you, there was no Serato to tell me how fast the songs were. So the program that I used to organize my library was OTS Turn Labs, and it would tell me the BPM of all the songs in my library. So I would burn like a reggae CD, a hip hop CD, a slow CD, a footwork CD, but I would burn 2 of each with like 10 plus songs on each one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would run through these CDs. So like, I'm like, what am I? I'm like 13 to 15 playing reggae records in the club, but like figuring out how to mix reggae records with like Soulja Boy, and the promoter for the night coming in like looking at me like, what? How are you? What are you doing? Not in a way where he's mad at me. He's just shocked that I'm really trying to put these records together like this and it's fluent. And then the other DJ used to come in and be like, boy, get off, you get out the way, I'm finna DJ. And I used to have to take that L because I was the new young kid.
Yeah.
And like, but as time went on, like I became the one for Fifth City. Like I eventually became like the DJ, and that's how I started DJing. And so from there, like I just kept going. So that's how I started DJing.
You started there, and then you're from Chicago. Els is from Dallas, no?
Mm-hmm.
But did he move here at some point?
Yeah, he moved here when he went to school. When he went to Columbia.
Okay.
And
For college.
Yeah, he moved up here for college.
So
fell
you met
in love
him.
with the city, didn't leave. How we met is something happened with his computer. No, actually, how we first met, we were at a party on 47th and King Drive. And I've always been a person who liked to mix cultures when I'm DJing. So I was mixing LAFMO with Chief Keef records in the hood, like in the but like when they were hot. So I always was trying to do something different from everybody else. The first time I met Els, he was playing Party in the USA and mixing it. He did the Party in the USA into the Jay-Z, and I was
with the loop.
Yeah, with the loop. And I turned around like, who the fuck is this DJing like this? But this had happened for like, that was the one when I turned around like, hey, you killing it right now. But like, he did like 4 or 5, 6 more mixes within the hour that I was there. And I was talking shit on the mic, just having fun, like MCing his set just cause. And it was a great night. And I turned around and I'm like, bro, who are you? I know every DJ here. Who are you? He's like, I'm Els. I'm from Dallas. Hey man, great fucking set. Like, keep going. You putting your foot on their neck. Keep going. I think like some amount of time later, something had happened with bro computer, and he had asked me like, could he just asked me that secret DJ question like, I need music, and most DJs would be like, hell no. I was like, pull up to the crib. I got you. I gave him access to my whole library, my entire library. Told me he was from Dallas. He was up here for school, etc., etc. It was just a good conversation. He was just a really cool guy. I took him to get some Uncle Remus. We've been friends for 10 years.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's how I met Els.
That's dope. And that's how I know you're a good dude and you're smart, because I don't know if this was even the thought at the time, but like, you know, there's motherfuckers who hoard their music and they won't give it to anybody, and they're like, I earned this, I search for all this shit, I got all this shit, I'm not just gonna give it to nobody. But to give somebody your library, usually you trade libraries, right? I'm sure he gave you a bunch of Dallas shit, a bunch of shit you didn't have.
I mean, at the time, I didn't understand, and this is to like anybody, I didn't understand the type of hub or the community that Texas music is in general. I knew about B King in 2013.
Before anybody out here, for sure.
Before the Midwest.
Right.
The only other person who told me who they knew who B King was Mile High.
Shout out to Mile High.
Yeah, shout out to Mile High. But I was playing B King at the club in 2013.
That's
like,
crazy.
Because Els put me on him. Like, he truly, like, when I went to Dallas the first time and you hear Big Tuck and you hear them sing Southside is the realest, or you hear 30 minutes of Boosie, 30 minutes of Webby, 30 minutes of Lil Kiki, South Dallas Boogie, Fly Nation music. Like, I just went through this again when I was down there for home for the holidays. Like, this, Texas has an amazing culture, and they really, really, really embrace their music. Like Boosie really still do sellout shows in Texas. They still yell, like, it's always the talk of like, who's the Jay-Z? Like, it's Jay-Z. Like, some people in the South relate to Boosie way harder than they relate to Jay-Z.
Yeah, of course. I
Some
mean,
people,
you know,
like, I've never heard records like, you think Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares is like the prime entire club song until you go to any part of Texas and hear Southside's the realest. And it's like, in Texas, they don't wait for the song. they gonna keep going. You could cut the song off. They keep going.
Yeah, that was one of the things I had to learn in Houston is to let songs play. In Chicago, before I went out there, it was mostly quick mixing for the most part. Hook, hook, hook. In Houston, they want to rap the whole verse. They want to hear the verse. They want to hear 2 hooks. They might want to hear the second verse. Mo City Don, I'm playing the whole thing.
4 minutes, 38
the
seconds.
Entire song.
If I'm not mistaken.
And everybody's rapping it.
And you better not cut it off.
You can't. They'll get mad at
cut
you.
It off.
I've gotten so many dirty looks, bro.
You never could, like, your next song better be so crazy after Mo City Don.
Yeah.
Because they'll look at you. Even though owners will be like, hey, man, I'm getting complaints.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, I understood. I DJ'd in Dallas. I love DJing in Dallas because it's a challenge. I love DJing in Texas. I love DJing anywhere that's not home because it's a challenge.
Yeah, it is fun. It is a challenge, and you learn. It's different crowds, it's different people. You learn what they like. You learn some new tricks that you could bring back here. It's nice. But what I was saying about the library is, you give somebody your library, and then God forbid maybe your computer gets stolen or something. You have a backup. You backed your shit up. You just hit up L's like, yo, let me grab my library back.
One thing that I've learned, fortunately, in my broken computer situations, I was able to get my library. Do you have your library backed up?
Yeah, I have it backed up on a hard drive.
I have 3 hard drives.
Yeah.
I have 1 hard drive where my absolute computer is backed up to date, the whole computer. I have 1 that is just my entire music library, nothing else. And then 1 that I carry around that has like little things that I've downloaded or whatever. But I definitely have like a master drive, a backup for my master drive, and then like 1 that I carry around. But like 2 of those never leave my house.
Yeah.
That's just the safe way for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's smart. Now, did you go to Columbia? Did you graduate from Columbia?
Mm-mm.
Me neither. I went there for a couple years and I was like, fuck this.
I did go to school and I said, that was like I ain't gonna say a down period in my life. It was a transitional part because I was trying to figure out if I felt like I was not chasing my dream of DJing. So when I quit school, my pops was not as happy until he saw like the progression. I didn't quit school to do nothing. Like I was like actually hustling, doing everything that I could to DJ everything across the board. And when it happened, it happened. And I don't have any regrets.
That's dope. I have a similar kind of thing. I went for 2 years and then I stopped going because I was like, it's not for me. Like I was going for audio engineering. In Columbia, they let you take a bunch of your classes for your major even before your gen eds and shit. So I didn't have any of my gen eds done. I'm taking all audio classes.
Right.
And then I kind of realized like, man, I don't love engineering. It's not really my thing. And I didn't like really anybody who I was going to school with. And I was like, these are all my peers and potential colleagues for the rest of my life. And I was like, I don't want to do some other shit. So I was
engineers are hit or miss.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get an engineer who completely gets it, or you can get an engineer who does not fucking care.
Yeah.
And there's no in between.
They're just, you kind of have to be a nerd, to be a good engineer. You got to be like a nerd, like an audio nerd.
I agree with you because I've met some engineers who were cool ass nerds.
Yeah. Hey, you could be a cool nerd.
Like I've met some engineers, but I definitely think that as an engineer, you should really, I agree with you. I don't want to label nobody because every engineer that I've met and had relationships with, great people, like Dex Level, who does a lot of engineering and producing, Gabe, who does a lot of producing for Chance, like I can't remember the guy before him, but those 2 engineers, I'm tripping. Elton Mix, like Elton, these are guys that I love and I hang out with. Like Gabe taught me how to do a fucking Rubik's Cube. Like
like the trick where you could do it in
there wasn't no
15
trick.
seconds or whatever.
No, there wasn't no trick. We actually, I want to say maybe for 9 months, we did nothing but Rubik's Cubes, and Fortnite.
That sounds incredible.
It was very, like, me and Gabe were rushing to, like, I bet he did it in 2 minutes. I'm obsessed to do it in like a minute 45.
Yeah.
Get it under a minute. Then when we got tired of doing the Rubik's Cube, we would jump to Fortnite and just go back and forth. And then Gabe stepped it up and did, like, first it was the 3, then he did the 4, then he did the 5, then he did like the big ball like shit. And I was like, I'm not going that far. I'm happy at 3. I can do it. I can show it to my kid. Hey. So yeah, but no, I definitely agree with you. You have to be you have to obsess about, you should really care about what you're doing. And if your engineer don't care about audio, then get a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get a new one.
So, you met Els at Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
How did you link up with Chance?
One of my best friends at the time was a rapper, Kelsito. I was running around the world in the city with Kels during the time where Save Money was bubbling. You had the Breakfast Club, which was Julian Malone, Legit, Fonz, Kels, UG, and they actually had a song that was like a pretty big thing. And it was right around the time where, like, and you had to really be a fan of like Chicago music to really remember these things. It was like the Breakfast Club, Kels, Julian Malone, Legit, UG, Fonz. I'm having a goddamn brain fart. Ruben, my boy Ruben. They all had the Breakfast Club. Then you had Save Money. Then you had like Chief Keef and everybody. And then you had Saba and all of these guys. And everybody was bubbling. Alex Wiley, Kembe X. So I was hanging out with Kels, DJing for him. And then it was a lot of times when I would go out with Kels. Me and Kels actually used to rehearse our shows in the house. I don't know what bro was getting paid, but we was just going out doing these shows, like really taking it serious. And then at the time,
shows around the city.
Yeah.
Where, like, what some venues, if you can remember?
Bottom Lounge opening for Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Like, was like one of the big ones.
You do a lot of stuff at Sub T?
Yes, like Sub T shows, and like we were really going in like doing these shows. But at the time, the only other person who had like a DJ who was really with him a lot was Chance and Stephen Ponce. And Alex Wiley and Kembe didn't have a DJ, but they always did shows with Kels, Alex Wiley, and Kembe. So I would sometimes do shows for Alex Wiley and Kembe. And then at one point in time, there was this, I think it was like a package deal that they had where, like, for this amount of money, you could get Chance, Alex, Kembe, and then Alex would bring Kels, and we would like hit the road. And we did this for whatever amount of time. But I remember one show, we went to Mizzou. It was, and this picture still exists. It's on the internet. Caleb James.
Caleb James. I went to fucking middle school with that kid, bro.
Hilarious. Caleb James, Alex Wiley, DJ Ozone, Chance, me, Kim, Alex. I said that is Caleb, Kembe, Dally, Chance, me, Ozone, Stephen. Did I say Kels already?
That's a heavy hitting crew right there.
Kels. It was like 10 of us. We all went down to Mizzou, and I remember the first time. Now we had did this so many times that Chance was like, "Hey, I want you to like MC before I go out. I want you to kind of like go out and hype the crowd." I wasn't a DJ at the time, and I remember because I went out. I was DJing for Alex, but Kels had came along, so I did like 2 songs with Alex, 2 songs with Kels, Alex whole set, Kembe whole set, and then Chance was like, "Stay up there. I'm finna let Ozone DJ, but I want you to like go up there with Ozone and hype the crowd up." And then Chance to come out and do his set. And we did this for however many shows. I'm at home one day. Pat calls me and says, "Hey, I'm at a show DJing for Julian Malone. What's that really, really small room on the north side? It's a bar in the front.
Not the Abbey Theater.
No. This is a super small room. This maybe 50
or
people.
Not theater, Abbey Pub.
It has a restaurant. It's a bar in the front. They just added a restaurant not too long ago, and it's a venue in the back, very small venue.
Morrison's? No.
Mm-mm. It's a very common room.
Morseland.
It's a very common room.
Northside.
Close, maybe Milwaukee, because it's not too far from the Congress Theater, but it's like more east than west. It's not Sub T. It's a room it's smaller than Sub T actually.
Damn, I can't
think of the name of it. I was at that show with Julian Malone. Crazy time because Julian had got signed to Stone's Throw Records. It was a wild time. Met a DJ who I was told was like a big deal, Peanut Butter Wolf.
Yep.
I met this guy, had multiple conversations with him. I didn't really understand who he was at the time.
Yeah.
I'm doing a show for Julian. Pat texts me right at the end of the show. I call him back. Hey, what's up? Chance wants you to go to Boston, a show at BU. He wants you to DJ for him. And I was like, all right, cool. 2 days before the show, I'm outside. Me, Kels, the whole crew. We all outside. I break my laptop. Had a PC at the time. Break my laptop. This was like 2 days before the show. This is like a week before the show. I get a backup laptop. I'm transferring my music over a little bit at the time. We're running. I fall, break both of the laptops. Now my laptop and my backup laptop are both shattered. Can't play. Pops buys me not a MacBook Pro, a MacBook. I found one on Craigslist.
Oh, probably this one, bro. Probably this.
It does look like that one. Originally, I had that computer. It was a MacBook, not even a MacBook Pro. Pops bought it. I found it on Craigslist, refurbished, pulled up $300. $300. We go to BU. At this time, I'm fully Serato at this point. Fully Serato. We open up for Joey Badass.
That's sick.
Open up for Joey Badass. And we have just like this great show. I go on the run with him. And I stay on the road with Chance for a long time. So that's how I started DJing for him.
That's so dope, bro. That's always been a bucket list thing of mine is DJing foreign artists, going on tour, doing something like even something, super underground, even if it's not some huge artist or anything like that, just going on tour, living on the road in a van, whatever, like just creating that bond with somebody, going around doing shows, other places, other countries, other cities, whatever it is. Like that sounds so dope.
It's fun. And it's like when you from the outside looking in, it looks great. And it is great. But then it's like first you travel and you're in the artist's car. Then you able to afford the rental car. And then from the rental car you get to the van, and then from the van you get to the Sprinter. Then when you get from the Sprinter you get to the bandwagon, from the bandwagon to the tour bus, and then the tour bus to the multiple tour buses. And it's just like you create all of those bonds, but like it's like when you looking, all right, when you in your rapper friend's car and y'all looking at the rental car, you like, man, I can't wait to get there.
Right.
But then when you get to the rental car and you see the Sprinter, you just like, man, I can't wait to get there. But like when you get to the tour bus and you look back at the rental car, you like, man, I miss those days of just like you go from, like seeing Love's gas stations all over the world, and like that's how you discover Waffle House. And then like when you get so big, you're not able to say, hey, let's go to the mall, because you can't go to the mall because you're gonna shut the goddamn mall down.
Right.
And it's like, damn, I wish when we could go to the movie theaters. Like that's what it gets to be when you on the road. Like you don't realize how precious those car moments are. Like I remember when I was with Yachty, when Blonde came out, I remember when Blonde came out, we were on the tour bus. The entire tour bus shut down. Everybody listened to Blonde when it came out. Like, and it was like a thing of like, it was him. Like, man, the great thing about Yachty is like, he had this friend at the time. His name was Earl. But Earl has produced Act Bad, Bad City Girls. Earl has produced Paint the City Red by Doja Cat.
Paint the Town Red?
When she goes, bitch, I said what I said. That's Earl on the beat.
I like that sample.
That's Earl. Yeah. Like, that's one of Yachty's like closest friends. And like to see like that trajectory of like, because at the time his friends that he was with at the time was like this group that he was really, really trying to push before it was Concrete Boys. It was Selling Team. Like, and I remember like right when it happened really fast for Yachty. It went from nothing to a van to a tour bus. And he was lucky to have the legendary Coach K with him. Coach was like with him, and like at the point in time when Yachty didn't even have a DJ, he was using DJ OREO, which was the Migos DJ when they was on tour with Thug while the Migos wasn't touring. And then like I came along, and it was like, I remember I'm just saying, like, I definitely agree with you. Like, man, those times in the car don't compare to those times on the tour bus, but those times on the tour bus don't compare to those times on the car. Yeah. And it's fun both ways. Super fun both ways.
That's so dope. Like, the grass is always greener, right? You make it to where you want to be, and you're like, damn, remember when we fucking rolling around in the whip, just not really giving a fuck, trying to make it, trying to get there, having things to look forward to. Yeah. And then you make it, and you're just trying to stay there. It's tough.
Yeah, it's not just tough, expensive as fuck. Like, man, when you in a rental car, you know, if it's me, I'll never forget this shit. Me and Chance's first big tour, Macklemore. It's just Chance bought an RV. My friend bought an RV, and there was no tour bus. It was Mac Miller's, like one or two tour buses and truck. And we had our RV. We had this big ass RV, but we was thugging in this RV. First day on the road, I think we was in Dallas or Houston. We was in Dallas. Like the first or second day on the road. Now, mind you, it's like July, hot as fuck. We in Texas. What happens? The AC goes out. We going through Texas, no AC. But we together though. We on the road.
Making it happen.
We making it happen. 100 degrees on the bus. Shout out my boy Danny the driver. It was nobody on the bus. Me, Chance, Pat, Danny the driver. 100 degrees on the bus. Every window down. The AC refuses to work. Like, but we together. We on the road.
It's like that scene from Breaking Bad where he's in the fucking desert with the RVs in his underwear because it's so hot.
I never watched Breaking Bad. I plan to watch Breaking Bad.
It's good.
I gotta watch that. I gotta run through that. But yeah, man, like that's what touring is. Like, you know, like it used to be no AC in your homie car or no heat in your homie car, but like it's different. Like when the rental car break down, you know, it's whatever. You know, the rental car break down. We ain't gotta pay for this rental car. When that goddamn tour bus break down, and it has very important people on there, that's when shit get critical. Like, I bet if the car break down, nobody makes it to the show. Like, we just got to figure this out. If one of the tour buses break down, now you got to reroute. Now you got to pay for overdrive. You already paying $1,500 a day for the bus driver. Now you got to pay a little bit more because you got to go send back people. Some bus get caught. Like, touring is expensive. Yeah. Even when you got money, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That sounds incredible, bro. I need to be part of something like that.
It's
ready.
Fun. Do your own tour.
I've always dreamed of that too, like getting some homies together, DJ homies, artists, my boys No Good from Houston, just getting together, renting a Sprinter or something, going around booking shows, even if you're just breaking even, just to do it, just to have the experience.
Do it with 50-person rooms.
Yeah.
Just start. I'm telling you, like I keep saying this thing that I'm fully embracing in 2024. Do it scared.
Okay.
If you're scared, like that. Do it scared. It don't fucking matter. Like just do that shit scared.
It is scary.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's
Those
like
are the
shit.
things you got to do, right? The scary things are the ones that you really got to do.
You got to do that shit. If you scared, do it scared.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna take that into 2024.
I'm taking it. Pause. I am. I'm definitely going to embrace that metaphor.
Hell
Definitely
yeah.
gonna embrace that metaphor.
So, what's the biggest crowd you've played in front of?
90,000 started France
90,000?
opening up for Eminem.
90,000 people.
90,000 people.
That's insane, bro. Like
It
you
is.
can't even see how
Only
many
reason we
people.
could because we was in the soccer stadium.
That's nuts. I watched that. Remember when that Woodstock documentary came out on Netflix? Everyone was raving about it. And I'm watching that, and you just see the crowd.
Wasn't that a great idea, but a horrible execution?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Incredibly not well executed. But I was looking at that crowd like, you know, you're watching Fred Durst. They painted him to be like the bad guy because he hyped the crowd up too much. And I'm like, how could you not? You're in front of all these people, like just being in a nightclub and having even a small room and having control of the room and having the crowd and being able to take them somewhere with your music and say something on the mic and get them to react. Like, I couldn't imagine doing that with 90,000 people.
Oh, it'll take you there.
That's crazy.
And
That's drugs.
we were the opener. We weren't even. This is so funny. Have you ever seen Joe Budden express his hate for Tyler the Creator?
No.
It was a point in time. I was there when that shit happened. Eminem did one of his I'm Back tours. Slaughterhouse, is that their name?
Oh yeah, my fucking favorite.
Slaughterhouse, Our Future, Kendrick Lamar, Chance the Rapper. That was the tour.
That's incredible, bro.
That was the tour.
That is amazing.
We were first every night. I think it was like 5 or 6 cities. It was a huge tour. It was huge. Like Kendrick was still touring Good Kid, Mad City. We were in these soccer stadiums. Like we weren't doing arenas. These were stadiums, and there's a very, very big difference.
Yeah, is DJing a big room like that, the way that you DJ, do you kind of have to do it differently? I mean, I got to imagine, yes, because I've tried to do like some nightclub shit that I do at like a festival style place, and it doesn't really work. You got to sort of...
It does, but it doesn't. It's really just about like, I can't even describe how I do it. I just pick songs like, okay, I know everybody would like this song. I know everybody wouldn't expect me to play this song. I'm not really like a club. I've never really been into club tricks. It's like, all right, this shit is going to sound good. Like, all right, how y'all doing? First song, second song, third song. You see what I'm doing? Am I killing it or am I not killing it? Fourth song, fifth song, sixth song. Okay, let's bring the rapper out. But there was a time where being with Vic, bro used to Wireless Festival. Wireless Festival was probably one of the greatest, 2 of my greatest sets for me. Where I was just like, okay, I know that this was like a great date. It is a venue in New York. I just had it in my head. Something Hall.
Radio City?
No, not Radio
Sony
City.
Hall?
No, it's a place that we did with Mac Miller. It's like, no, ballroom, something, Hammerson Ballroom.
I'm not
Maybe.
sure.
I think it was like Hammerson, but whatever it was.
Yeah.
I go out there, have an amazing set. I had an amazing set so that there are actors who are, I didn't even know their name at the time. Actors, J. Cole, whoever else was at the New York shows are just known for having everybody there. Walked up to me and was like, hey man, that was an amazing set. That was the first time that happened. And it might have been Hammerson Ballroom. The second time was I'm having a brain fart. I just had it. I just had it. It was wireless, not wireless. It was wireless. It was wireless. Yeezus is out. I'm with Vic Mensa. Kanye is there. I am with. Damn it! I'm having all the brain farts. What's my man name from London? He's like the Europe DJ.
DJ from London, like not Snake. I mean, Snake's from France, but
not him. Fuck.
EDM guy or like
hip hop guy.
Hip hop guy.
Radio. He's the radio guy over there. I'm having the craziest. No, he's actually a DJ.
Wrecked.
He's a. Oh my God. I'm having the craziest brain farts right now, G. I can't remember his name.
London hip hop DJ.
Simtex. That's his name. Simtex. Fuck. Thank God. All right.
We're back.
Okay. I was with Vic Mensa. And it wasn't my first. I was at Vic Mensa. We were at Wireless. I was hanging out with Simtex. Simtex has always showed love because I've been over there with so many artists. I've been over there with Chance. I've been over with Vic. I've been over there with Chance, Vic, and Yachty. So we have a great relationship. Simtex introduces me to Mr. Hudson. Huge Mr. Hudson fan. Me, myself, huge Mr. Hudson fan. Mr. Hudson, now, granted, first time I've ever been starstruck in my life. I see Kanye. And I'm like, shit, it's Kanye. Who walks up behind Kanye? Fucking Frank Ocean.
Oh, shit.
I am like, oh, shit, it's Frank. Like, Frank is...
You got all quiet and shit.
I did, though. It's like, Frank. That's my stuff. I'm like, shit. I'm like, fuck, it's Frank. All right. But this is at a time, like, this was before Blonde, after Channel Orange. So he's Frank. And... you only get to see Frank, basically, if Frank wants to see you. Or Frank only hang out where Frank want to hang out at. And I'm like, I asked Mr. Hudson, I was like, yo, I know, he was like, I know you. I was like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. He was like, I'm going to introduce you to Kanye OREO. Don't worry about it. He needs to know you. I said, no. That's great. I want that too. Please introduce me to Frank Ocean. Please introduce me to Frank Ocean. Because, and then I hope you don't get mad at me for telling, actually you can't get mad at me for telling the story. My first time physically seeing Frank was around one of these London trips. Me, Vic, and Cody are in the car. I can't remember if we were on tour or if we were just hanging out. I'm in the car in this Sprinter. We're going wherever we're going. Who do I see on the street walking randomly? Frank Ocean. Vic hops out the car. I'm like, hey, that was Frank Ocean. Vic was like, you bullshitting. No, I'm for real. That was Frank. He's right there. Stop the car. He jumps out the car. Hey, Frank. It's Vic. And I'm like, we all jumped out the car, went to go run over. In Frank's defense, we did look super crazy. Like, hey.
Yeah, right.
Like, because Vic really did hop out the car. Hey, Frank. It's me, Vic. And he was like, oh. Like, it was super funny. But, no. At Wireless, I remember Vic was like, hey, man, and we were on either before Pharrell or before Kanye. I can't remember. And we were on the main stage. Vic says, hey, man, I need you to kill it today. And not saying that I done. He was like, hey, this is like an extra special day for me. I really want to hear them scream Vic Mensa. Like, I really want to feel it before I go out there. Man, I go out there and I kill it.
Well, if you remember, do you remember the songs? Maybe a couple of them?
Probably an EDM song, a Drake song, a Kendrick song, and maybe I couldn't play. I don't think I played Kanye because it's like, you're not supposed to play.
Right.
I know for sure it's probably an EDM song, maybe a Drake song, a Kendrick song, and one undeniably popular song.
Yeah.
But this was a set that lasted 20 minutes. I don't remember why he wasn't ready, but I was out there for 20 minutes, and 20 festival minutes feels like an hour if you're not like ready for it.
Yeah.
But it went very well. So much so that this was probably one of the funnest days, coolest days of my life, because Yeezus is out. I just saw Pharrell perform. me, Semtex, Don C, Virgil, and Mr. Hudson watched Ye perform Yeezus in its prime. And it's like, it was definitely like one of the coolest days, being like this West Side kid from Chicago. I'm kicking it with all of these people, some who are from my city, some who are kind of like iconic in their own way around the world, but like, we watch Ye perform Yeezus like in its prime. So like I'm telling you, it was me, Virgil, Don C, Vic, Semtex, Mr. Hudson. Vic was down there too. Rita OREO, is that her name?
Yeah.
Rita OREO was there. Like it was a day. It was a fucking day. But like that was one of the days where I really understood like, oh, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
Because for me, it didn't go club DJ. It went like underground footwork DJ, practicing like what I was doing like in the war zone and the underground footwork culture, to artists being like, me hanging out with my friends, to like Chance be like, come with me, I'm finna do this. And then from Chance to Vic, from Vic to doing Oreo Fest, from Oreo Fest to doing Yachty and Bozzy and Moneybag Yo, and just continuing to do small favors for Herb and Dirk and everybody in between. So it's been great.
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
been great.
The list of motherfuckers that you've DJ'd for is insane.
I'm happy for it. And then when I look back at it, like, I don't realize how other people's like, man, that's monumental. Like, there's nobody else like you. And I just look at it like, man, I was just trying to DJ for a big crowd. I wasn't trying to. I'm like, it is what it is, man. I'm just trying to stay a great DJ.
This shit is crazy. I got a question. If you're doing a set, a festival set, or a set in front of a bunch of people like that, and really your job is to what? For an artist. I mean, like, you're going before an artist. You want to get the crowd going nuts.
Am I DJing for this artist, or I'm just DJing as DJ OREO before the artist?
Yeah, DJing as OREO before the artist. Your job is to get the crowd going nuts, but also get them ready for this dude that's coming on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you, like, how many risks do you take? Because you only have a certain amount of time, right? You said 20 minutes is a long set for a big event like that, right?
For a festival, yeah.
So, like, you got 20 minutes, let's say.
Especially when you're not the artist.
Right.
Yeah.
You got 20 minutes. Like, are you taking risks? Are you taking DJ risks in those 20 minutes? Or is it more of a calculated, I got to play bangers, I got to get these motherfuckers going nuts? Or
what would you think is a DJ risk in that situation?
So maybe you're playing hit records, you're playing Drake songs, you're playing some EDM stuff, you're playing a Kendrick song, and then you're like, you know what? Let me see if these motherfuckers will go to some footwork shit.
They won't.
You know they won't.
If they not in Chicago, it's not happening.
You won't even try it.
No. I'm very, like, it's okay to go left. Like, there's a lane, you can go outside of that lane, and then you just being way too experimental.
You're going crazy.
No. Like, staying in your lane is safe.
Yeah.
You know, playing something that nobody expected you to play is like, oh, it's great. Playing something that absolutely, like, the risk area in my idea is like the reward. Like, playing Whitney Houston and I Will Always Love You. Some people like, oh my God, like, how dare you play this? It was like, how dare I not?
Right.
Everybody knows
certified banger.
Playing footwork music outside of a culture who has no idea what that is not just a risk, it's suicide.
You think so? But what if you got them though? What if you got them? What
you
if
can lose them that fast?
Oh, for sure. But I mean, I'm asking because I've never played such a big crowd. But
they're the same as a small crowd. You can play 50,000 people the same way you can play 500.
So I mean, in front of 500 people, you could get away. I mean, I'll play some footwork shit in Houston. They don't know what the fuck it is. But like Lil Uzi, I Just Want to Rock, Lil Baby Shake Something, like that is in the vein of like that footwork kind of style,
vein,
you know, so they know it.
But they not trying, like, that's my thing. Like, I'm all for breaking records. You show me, I'm still trying to figure out the DJ. Hell, I've even tried. I spent a year making EDM music, a full year. It is, you would think that it's simple. It's not. It's not as simple when you're trying to figure out how to make it.
Right. That might even, some people might say that's the beauty of it, right? Like the simplicity, but how well it's done.
And when I tell you, I was for a year completely obsessed with Snake, completely obsessed with Nightmare, Lone Wolf, what's my man name in A Animals?
Martin Garrix.
Completely obsessed with Avicii, completely obsessed with David Guetta, had a manager who was actually close with Snake. 2022, and I was with Snake maybe 5 times last year because of the manager that I had at the time. Maybe like 5 times, like, with this man. Never took a picture, but I mean, like, with him. He told me he was gonna do his last show a year ago. After he did, I don't think it was called Pardon My French, when he sold out that small soccer stadium by himself in Paris. I was supposed to go to that show, but I caught COVID. I caught COVID the day that I was supposed to leave. Damn. I was supposed to go to that show. And he told me and my friends, and my manager at the time, when he was here, he was like, I'm done. I have one more show at the end. He didn't have a date for it yet. He said, after I do this last run, I'm done. I've outsold everybody. I've did every tour. I did every show. I've headlined every tour. I've accomplished all my dreams. I have more money than I've ever imagined. I'm done. He's selling out the same arena that I played. He sold out. He sold out Stade de France, 90,000 people. He sold it out in minutes.
Just him.
Nobody else.
Crazy, bro.
80,000. I think, no, not 90,000. 80,000 tickets in less than an hour.
That's fucking nuts.
DJ Snake. That's what he said. That's his last show. He told me this a year plus ago. Matter of fact, can I prove it?
Yeah. Shit.
I could call my
Listen,
buddy.
We're trying to get some views here. If you want to FaceTime Snake or Kanye or Frank Ocean, or
I ain't gonna FaceTime Snake. My buddy was with me. My buddy Jeremy was with me. I hope he answers. My buddy Jeremy was with me, and he. Hell no.
Hey, listen, I'm on this podcast that gets like 75 views. I just want you to back me up here.
Jeremy never. He answers. He gonna call me back. Take my phone. I got forwarded. Anyways, but yeah, no. Jeremy was there. He said this shit to us a year ago that was gonna be his last show,
and it has been, right?
March 2025 is his last show.
Okay.
2024 is his last run, and EDM DJs get paid insane amounts of money. Insane. They get paid more than the rappers.
Why do you think that is?
EDM is treated better than hip hop, if you ask me.
Really?
Like, hip hop is so, it just depends, man. Like, I ain't gonna say it got a bad name, but it's just really weird. Like, how many rappers are doing stadiums, not arenas, stadiums?
I mean, there's I've seen a bunch of stuff on the internet, which who knows what you could really believe these days, but like a lot of talk about how newer rappers can't really sell out shows that may not even be stadiums, but like the classics are, like Wu-Tang, Nas, Jay, all those guys, like the godfathers of the shit, still have such a strong following that they could sell out shows, and newer guys are struggling with it.
The question, if I didn't ask the question, how many rappers can do stadiums?
I don't think there's a lot.
I I wouldn't classify The Weeknd as a rapper.
Okay.
He's in stadiums. Beyonce is not a rapper.
Not a rapper.
She's in stadiums. Travis did Sophie Stadium, which is great. I think the only other artist that we may see go to stadiums is I think Travis might be the next one. It's either gonna be Travis or Cardi. Travis or Cardi before anybody. What's my man name? Russ. Russ does arenas, but he doesn't do he's not doing stadiums. I think it might be Travis or Cardi might be the next two, but like I don't know what or why you can see Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny did Soldier Field for a weekend or 2 days.
I think 2 days.
Yeah, Taylor Swift 3 days.
Taylor's crazy.
Beyonce 2 days. Like, and I remember we did the math. You have to do 2 days at the United Center sold out to do 1 day at Soldier Field.
Damn.
And I don't know what it is about EDM music. I'm not hating. I just don't understand.
Did they maybe have like a more loyal following of people that are actually buying tickets to see them or something? I mean, like what would be your guess? You're in the game. You have more knowledge than me, that's for sure.
Maybe it's just a loyal following. Maybe it's just marketed better. Maybe it's just more festivals like surround. Like every festival is headlined by an EDM artist. Some like Martin Garrix, some kid that happened to make something on SoundCloud and it changed his life. But also watching his podcast. I mean, not his podcast, watching his like vlogs and keeping up with him on YouTube. He's a kid who really does like all he does is like make music. Like when he's on his way to do a show, he's like editing tracks and shit like that. So like I get that. I get and understand that. But I don't really know. And it really, it's a question in my head that I don't have an answer to, but I've really, really been trying to understand, because why is it that what's going on with EDM that it's not, I mean, what's going on with EDM that it's completely just outselling hip hop, but like most of the streams that are coming from the music industry are like pop and hip hop. Pop and hip hop have more streams than EDM, but EDM somehow is just like dominating the game. Like there are plenty of EDM festivals that are strictly EDM, no hip hop, but there are festivals that do very well, like Lollapalooza is EDM and hip hop, but you have Tomorrowland, completely probably $1 billion plus project that has no hip hop on it, and it's like a thing all around the world. You have things like Rolling Loud. Rolling Loud is a all hip hop festival, but once like Live Nation got a part of it, it just became like not as fun. Like when Rolling Loud really, really, really had a run, when like their best lineup was like that year, they had A$AP Rocky, J. Cole, Future, Kendrick Lamar, Yachty, X, may he rest in peace. They had everybody, Travis, Uzi, like, and they probably got sued up the wazoo, but they had everybody. And then like when Live Nation came in, things completely changed. Lineups changed. How things are structured was changed. Like rappers don't get to hang out anymore. You're not allowed to go to other rapper stages at Rolling Loud. It's crazy.
That's because Live Nation took over, and like,
I mean, with Live Nation, like, bro, like when you go to Rolling Loud, like, okay, you go to Lollapalooza, you walk in, you get searched. You walk in, you get you walk in, you get your credentials, or your credentials are already on you, but you have to at Rolling Loud, the police are there.
That's crazy. It kind of sounds like the difference between having like a corporate job and like working for, a mom and pop shop.
Super weird.
Yeah.
Super weird. But yeah, like with Rolling Loud, man, like Rolling Loud used to be like so much fun because everybody was going to be there and like everybody can hang out. But like it also be so much bullshit that happened that like Live Nation is damn near forced to protect their investment, because once you buy something, you got to make sure that it continues to make money. So like even though Rolling Loud, you have Rolling Loud Prague, Rolling Loud LA, Rolling Loud Miami, Rolling Loud New York, which they help them expand. But artist experience is a thing. Like, what if Travis wants to go see this new kid who's like on this main stage at like 4:00? Like, he can't do that.
Yeah, and get inspired. Go watch someone. He's about to perform. Go watch someone have fun. Go let loose. And get inspired yourself.
That shit not happening. Like, that shit is really not happening. And it's like, it's almost sad and like irritating, because like artists are still people who want to hang out. Like, the world would love to see more interactions, like A$AP Rocky and Tyler hanging out each other and they end up going on tour. I would love to see, after seeing Sexy Red and Tyler the Creator embrace each other publicly, man, that was one of my favorite moments on the internet, because they love each other's music, and I really like that. And I think that with Rolling Loud, before you like Rolling Loud is what like the J. Cole Lil Pump interview happened, like, and that probably might not never happen again, because according to Rolling Loud, after Lil Pump is done, Lil Pump damn near got to go home. Like, that's just how it is. Like, when they actually have passes with the picture of the artist, the stage that they're supposed to be on, and the time that they're supposed to be on there. And then after that, they're not really allowed to like do anything but go to the artist area. But even then, they got to give up their trailer. Like, it just depends on how big you are on the lineup. But it's like, damn, G, like,
yeah, that's crazy. It sounds counterproductive.
Yeah.
For like, if you're trying to throw the best show, like, I'm sure monetarily, you know, they know what they're doing. They're making money. They got their setup. But like, if you're putting on a show where people are supposed to be entertaining other people, you want your entertainers to be having the best time possible. Mm-hmm. I would think. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, like, and it all just depends. Like, they really only care about like their headliners. But like, again, like, I'm not gonna say that everybody is innocent, because shit happens all the time. People get into it. People have fights, all types of stuff. But it was crazy to go to Rolling Loud and see the police. Not just like,
not Sting.
No, like they look like SWAT outside. It looked like SWAT outside. You would think you finna go get locked up. Full police presence. Like, you know how many people went to jail from Rolling Loud? Like, artists alone.
Artists?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Got locked up as soon as they checked in.
Like, because they had warrants and shit?
I think so.
That's fucked.
That shit was crazy.
That's fucked. That's like when Chet Hanks came and performed at Bottle Blonde. He got served outside in the parking lot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
Wow, man. Wild times. Super wild times.
Reckless.
Very reckless.
But I'm glad that you're a part of it and you're here telling stories about it. This is exciting. This is the best way to kick off 2024 right here.
Yeah, man. I don't normally do like interviews or podcasts, mostly because I ain't gonna say I don't get asked. I'm very careful about the things that I go on, but if I'm comfortable enough to go, I'll have the conversations.
I appreciate it, bro. I'd love to have you on, like you and Els. I was trying to get Els on when I was in Houston. A couple times he came through to the city, but we never made it happen. But like, that would go hard.
Oh, my boy, he'll be back soon. He's here. He's here. Oh, this is like his second home, man.
We should make that.
He love it here.
It's crazy. I want to ask him about being portrayed on a TV show.
Yeah, you gonna have to talk to him about that one.
That's crazy.
You're gonna have to talk. It's very funny when, like, I actually, somebody had called me and asked me, is this him? Like, is this your friend? I said, it's based on him. But yeah, I haven't. Yeah, you would definitely have to talk to him about that. It's definitely something that he would have to discuss, not me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the game is the game. How was it How is it DJing on your side in the city? What do you think? What's something that you would change about Chicago DJ culture if you could?
Man, well, I love the Chicago DJ culture in terms of like the DJs and our relationships and how everybody gets along. I feel like we're all pretty tight out here, and I like that a lot. But as far as DJing, like club culture and everything, and like the scene itself, I would love to see more fun. It's I feel like it's a little tough to find fun right now.
Yeah,
it's been monetized and bastardized, and everyone wants to look cool, and that's kind of the culture where it's at right now. I would love to see less tables, more dance floors, things like that. And I think it'll come around. You know, places like John Boy. Have you been to Goodnight John Boy?
No. Should I go there?
Places like that give me hope. Yeah, it's super dope, bro. New spot in the West Loop. It's Dante's spot. You know Dante the Don.
Why does this sound so familiar?
He was the Cubs DJ. He's got a whole...
DJ Dante.
Yeah, DJ Dante, yeah.
I've heard his name.
With Barstool. He's got a whole sheet of accolades. But he opened that spot up, and it's amazing. It's all disco themed. And it's all disco music, and like whatever goes along with disco and fun, sing along. Like it's almost like you took a wedding set and made it for a club.
Oh man, I wanted to do that, bro. Those are my favorites. Like DJing the Blackhawks games, I get to do whatever I want, and it's always fun.
That's awesome.
Like I will say DJing for the Blackhawks has rejuvenated me like as a DJ, like where I've played a lot of rooms in this city. Favorite pastime, Paris Club. Absolutely love Paris Club. Had some moments, and I had a residency there, and I think my best night of my residency, I had SZA, Yachty, Ray Shrimmer, Chance, I think T-Pain.
Was it Lollapalooza weekend?
Yes.
I was there. I remember that because you remember me and Dolo made that little Yachty video where we painted his face on the girl's butt and redid the Minnesota video.
Yeah. And
we were trying to get him to watch it. He like in the club. We were trying to show it to him.
I don't blame y'all, man. I don't blame y'all. Like, man, like that was... I remember that. That was a hell of a night. QC was in there, like P and Coach K from QC was in there.
Yeah.
Like it was a hell of a night. And I was just like, damn, G, like this is my night. Like I'm killing it right now.
That's amazing.
But man, like I think that what would you say is your favorite room in the city?
Right now? Well, I just got back at the beginning of October, so I haven't played a lot of the newer spots yet, but it's got to be Tao. I mean, Tao it's immaculate. The room's amazing. The lighting's incredible. The sound is great. They know what they're doing in there.
My favorite room is Prism.
Yeah?
Love Prism.
Not number 9, but the main room of Prism.
The main room of
Prism.
Yeah. I just love the lights, the sound. I think I fucked my ear one night.
Oh, that'll happen.
They have the Texas ears in that. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I love Prism's room. Oh my God. I love it. Like the big screen behind you. Like the room isn't huge, but it is a small. I love Prism. What is the club on Kinsey and LaSalle? It's possibly the biggest club in Chicago.
LaSalle and Kinsey.
What is that intersection with on Hubbard Street? Like right before Hubbard and
well, LaSalle and Kinsey's like Tunnel or Moe's.
That's what it is.
Tunnel. It is. Yeah, Tunnel's pretty big.
Tunnel is I've played Tunnel once. I want to get in Tunnel.
Oh, you're talking to the guy right here, bro. Call Lago up. Let's get this going here.
Are you serious?
That's easy. That's done. That's easy, man. I could link you with Lago all day.
I love Tunnel, bro.
It's a dope room. And it's huge. Yeah. They open up that second room. Is
that where everybody been hiding at for these last like 4-5 years?
It's possible.
Cause like I don't know I know where the Bulls are. I know where the Bears are. Have no idea where like the Blackhawks go or the Cubs players go or the Sox
Bro,
players
I don't know. When I first started DJing downtown, like River North, got to be like 2013-ish when the Blackhawks were winning all the time. And it was fucking Patrick Kane and all those guys. They were out all the time, and it was a blast, bro. Really? That was the shit.
Well, when they won it, they wouldn't get out of the mid. I think they were almost at the mid.
Yeah, bro. Monday night at the mid, I'm like, I got my first headlining slot. I got the best slot on the lineup. It's Monday night, industry night. Like, that was like a proud moment for me. And then that's the night that the Hawks won the Stanley Cup. And then they called all the DJs up and they were like, listen, we got a special guest coming in who called us and wants to play. Like, none of you guys are playing. You all still get paid. It's all good. Come party. And I was like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Tiesto.
Motherfucker.
This motherfucker bumped me, bro, on the biggest night of my young career.
Could you get bumped by anybody else though? Like,
bro, it was obviously amazing, but still, I was like, damn. Like, I'm thinking, like, the Hawks just won. I'm DJing the fucking biggest party in the city. Like, let's go. Tiesto came through and shitted on me.
I feel your pain, G. Like, that'll blow me. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've been that guy when, not on purpose, like, Chance would say, we going out. And we going out means bring your laptop. You finna DJ. Like,
okay.
You finna take over. I've had to tell a few DJs, you still getting paid. We just here until we not here no more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So if that happens and Chance tells you that, do you know what your role is at that point? You're like, I'm playing shit that he wants to hear, or you're like, I'm just playing. He just wants me to play. I'm killing the club.
That's it.
He
just want me to play.
Okay.
He just want me to play. Like, again, like in Chicago, man, there are a lot of EDM dominated clubs. Very few open formats. I ain't gonna say few open formats, but like, you know how hard it is to like think you finna hear a real Fetty Wap song and then it just ends up being that EDM remix,
house remix.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, G, like I just want to hear one hip hop song.
Yeah,
and I think that's why I don't know how many other DJs have done this, but I've done it. I played Paris Lemon Underground in the same weekend. And
that was tough. That was tough. They had a little rivalry back then.
No, you had to be, because one club was like, hey, don't do that again.
Right.
We love you. And I was like, again, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know at all. So I was just.
That's the card you got to play. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I wasn't, what's my man name that was like the go-to DJ for all of the clubs for like 8 years?
In what era? Rock City, it could have been.
Rock City, but it was him and what's my man?
Could have been Dante at one point. It could have been Architect at one point. It could have been Phenom.
No, they said my boy was like Tom Brady's favorite DJ.
Oh, Dante.
It's probably Dante. He's big tied into like the NFL and shit.
Especially the Patriots.
I think it might have been Dante.
It probably was.
It probably is Dante. I don't know why I thought it was somebody else.
He was resident at Underground.
Then it's Dante.
Okay, yeah.
Then it's Dante. Like, damn, I just lost my train of thought. Dante was the go-to guy. He was at every club closing, and I wasn't necessarily look, because again, like, my position was so weird. I didn't go club artist. I went artist and then came to the clubs.
Right.
So they all knew who I was. I had no idea who these people were. I had no idea what a Paris residency meant to. First of all, I had to drop like a hip hop. I'm a DJ at this point because I'm not just playing hip hop. I didn't know what it was to be a black kid from the West Side, young, to have a Paris club residency and have like a real night, like where I had people coming. I had people buying sections. I had people buying bottles. I had people that were just coming to see me. I got booked for all of their like big nights. Like, okay, call Oreo. We're gonna have Oreo come do this. Like, and then when I was going to Underground, again, I just wanted to have a 5 weekend. I was never like, I'm gonna do the rivalry.
Right.
Like I was so that's all it was for me. But like I was saying, the rooms in Chicago are like, it's so hard to get in some of these rooms if you're not like a known DJ. Or the thing that's kind of like crazy to me that I just experienced recently is like they don't think that if not just like black or hip hop DJs can play open format. Like that's kind of like the stigma on us, and I'm just like, hey, that's not fair. That's not fair. But I think I would want to change that about the city in general. We have some of the best DJs. If there's something that's missing here, that we only have the best parties when other people are in town. Like we really do only have the best parties when other people are in town, and I don't know why that is. Everybody loves to come to Chicago, but Chicago people, Chicago in general, just can't quite get on the same page with like partying. Like they're like, okay, what's the best party right now? Who has like the best night?
Best party in the city?
Mm-hmm.
When you say party, are you talking like a party that's like house calls, like its own party that started something and built something from the ground up? Or are you just talking about like a club that's fun as fuck?
Both.
The first one, I don't know the answer to. I should tap in, and I want to go to house calls, and I've heard good things.
Where's house calls?
You remember what used to be Blind Dragon, I believe?
Yes.
It's down there in that little basement on Wells and...
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like that's like the go-to right now.
That's like a hot party, and it's all house music, and it's like I've heard multiple people mention it, and it's supposed to be amazing.
Only 30 people can fit downstairs.
It's small, yeah. Which I think that plays into it, right? Because like it's easier to fill a small room, and you can get the right people in. You don't have to get everybody in, because if you're trying to throw a dope party, you don't really want everybody.
Yeah.
You want the cool people. You want the people that are there to party. You want the people that know what's going on, that you could play cool music, that you could really make something outside of the mainstream. So I mean, I'd have to say that. But mainstream, I gotta go with Tao again, I think. Right?
Tao has, but notice both, neither one of those, and not that they were supposed to be, neither one of those were like hip hop nights.
No, not a straight hip hop night.
It doesn't exist. I don't drink, so it's very seldom that you'll hear me be like, we need to go to this bar.
Okay.
When Nights and Weekends first opened up, oh my God.
Nights and Weekends is dope.
When Nights and Weekends first opened up, I can't remember my man's name because I'm just not remembering nothing today. He was, oh man, this DJ, and I'm so upset I can't remember his name. I don't like a lot of DJs.
What ethnicity is he?
Black
DJ, plays at Nights and Weekends.
Played at Nights and Weekends when they first opened.
Doesn't play there anymore.
Doesn't play there anymore.
Could it be Slot A?
That's exactly who it is.
Let's go, champ. He's coming on the pod in 2 weeks.
Slot A.
That's my boy.
Has it down packed.
Yeah.
Love Slot A. When I tell you, when's the last time you heard a DJ that just made you happy?
It's been a while.
Slot A had me in there boogieing.
Hell yeah.
Fully sweating. Another dude who I got the video on my phone. My dog was in there off playing the Beyonce. My man was going crazy. Some random dude, super drunk. Probably would be embarrassed if he saw the video, but like Slot A did his duty that night. I love Slade.
Hell yeah.
He did his thing that night. And then like some bullshit happened and he's not there anymore. And I have not been back since.
Okay.
I have not been back since.
Okay. I wonder what happened. Like some political bullshit.
Out of respect for Slade, I'm not gonna say it, but I chose not to.
I'll get him to say it when he comes on.
Yeah, out of respect for Slade, I'm not gonna say it. I just know that it was. I didn't like the way that it happened.
Yeah.
And I have not been back to nights and weekends since.
Okay.
I have not been back to nights and weekends, but yeah, man. Like, I think. Go ahead.
So, like, he comes from the like Wicker Park scene, side of the city type thing, like play cool music, motherfuckers that actually know music, like not mainstream, not. You know, I remember when me and Dolo were doing the bookings at Underground and we were going to the marketing meetings every Wednesday morning at fucking 10 a.m. Jesus Christ, worst time of my life. And they're like, yo, you know, we're trying to get like new, fresh faces in here. Like, do you guys know any DJs that are not in this circuit of like River North that are dope? And we picked Slot A and we had them come and do Underground. And they're like, you know, classic nightclub manager. Hey, can you pick the energy up? Can you do this? Can you do that? Oh, this isn't where, you know, and it's like, well, you guys want us to get like a dope DJ who knows what he's doing from a different scene because you want a different scene in your room, but now he's there and you're trying to get him to do what you want, which is like the normal shit that goes on in this room. Like, you guys don't know what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Underground has a representation of being the hardest club to get into in the city. And then I had to realize, like, I was in a very special place. And I think I'm pretty sure I'm still in. People don't hire me to do what they want me to do. They hire me to do what I want to do.
that's where you want to be. You're an artist. You're not like one of the DJs in the pool that just does the thing. Mm-hmm. You're more of like, oh, we got Oreo, he's gonna do his thing.
Yeah. I was very happy about that. Like, my favorite thing about Paris Club is that Paris Club let me do not whatever I want, in the sense of I'm coming in there doing sets that nobody likes. Like, nah, that wasn't it. Like, you got to realize the type of room that Paris Club had, and that the opportunity that I had to play for funniest night in the world. Chance is right here. There is a law firm on the right side of me, but this law firm is having a time. Like, Chance is having a time. They are also trying to match that energy. Every bottle that they bought were Magnum bottles. Like, and if you don't know what a Magnum bottle is an extremely unnecessarily large bottle of champagne or liquor. And they poured them out. I watched them pour out a very expensive bottle of champagne. Like, they just poured that shit out. They passed it around to everybody, and then they poured that shit out. And they did that shit like 4 or 5 times. Yeah. Like, Chance bought, I mean, one night Chance bought like 19 plus bottles. 19 bottles. That's not a normal thing.
No. Nobody should be drinking 19 bottles of champagne.
There's probably like 36 people in the section, but it was like, I damn near want to say he bought a bottle for like damn near everybody that was in the, like, it was some big shit that night. Like, this was a crazy ass night. Like, but it was never, we need you to play less hip hop. We need you to play less this. We need you to play more of that. It was, hey man, great fucking job. See you next month. Like, can't wait. Like, and then, like, I never was like, again, like, I never was the DJ who didn't care about what everybody else is doing. Like, no, I need to see what the other DJs are doing. I really need to see it, because I know that there's a disconnection between like the EDM DJs and the hip hop DJs in Chicago. You get one or two who crack the code, but the same people that are playing Tile every week aren't playing every other room. Like, just because you play Tile don't mean that you could play Prism. Just because you play Paris Club don't mean that you could play Tunnel. Just because you could play Tunnel don't mean that you could play House Party. Like, and that's kind of where I wanted to set myself up to be. Like, I wanted to be the DJ that played all of the rooms.
Yeah.
And I've played Liquor Box, I've headlined Liquor Box, like, but I ain't gonna lie, I wanna get a crack at Tunnel. Love Tunnel. Whoever's over there, guys, love what you're doing. We can make something happen.
I'll literally put you in a group text when we finish recording this podcast, and you'll be there tonight.
I loved like Tunnel. It's just such a, and again, like there are not even like really any big parties here. Like you go to, like, I believe that, and this is just me, I believe that we have some of the best parties in the country here. Like you put our towel, you put our Lollapalooza weekend at Tao versus anybody else's weekend at Tao. I guarantee you, we killing them.
Oh yeah.
You put like our Lumen on Sundays, which is a hip hop night, like Lumen Thursdays. That's what it was. Our Lumen Thursdays against Liv, we killing them. You put our Bevy on Sundays against any other hip hop party in the country, we got it.
Yeah.
Like you put our EDM days against like anybody else. I think that we killing it.
Yeah.
I think we killing it. Like I that's just me though. But I really want to see like that. I want to see like both cultures clash and come together. And I never was satisfied with like and that's just me, just as I guess as an artist or whatever. Like I was never satisfied because you called me for your black night, you called me for your hip hop night. No, don't call me for that. Call me for both.
Yeah, let me do what I do.
Yeah, like I'm not here to, because I enjoy playing the.
I think that window might be open.
It definitely is, but this kid is screaming bloody murder.
You can probably just shut it real quick. It's probably just cracked open a little bit. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
I'm gonna pee real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Cut this out.
Well, he just asked me, which is better, like the stadiums or like the intimate rooms. I like they both hit the same for me, but for two different reasons. There's nothing like the House of Blues, like in the palm of your hand. But there's also nothing like the entire United Center in the palm of your hand.
I couldn't even imagine.
It's just like holy shit. Like they both feel you. They both satisfy you the same way, but it's just like, it's indescribable. It's like that. It's just like that moment when like when everything is going right and you drop the song and like everybody's feeling it. Like it's the same high for me. It's like it could be 500, 5,000, 50,000, 100,000. Like it's going to be the same every time.
Now, how about if the song that you're playing is something that you produced rather than somebody else's song?
I have not had that moment yet.
You haven't played anything
I mean,
made?
like not because I'm not I produce footwork. I still make footwork tracks, but like that in the footwork sense is just like I got to listen to this because I made it. I know what it sounds like, but to see y'all enjoy it, great.
I got to imagine. I've never played anything I produced either, but I got to imagine that's the next level of
it's
that
just
feeling.
like, oh, I made this in my room. You know, like "Wait for You" with Drake and Future. ATL Jacob said he made that when his ex broke. He made the beat when his ex broke up with him, and that beat probably changed his life along with a lot of other beats. But that was like one for him where I get it, but like I haven't had that that moment where like something that I produced was like out in the world. I've had it when people were just like, there is a song that I produced for Chance that when he was dropping songs during COVID on his Instagram, like I produced it and everybody was like, what is this? Oh my God. I was like, oh, I made that. But like I wasn't like, I made this and now I'm just like, all right, cool. I made it. All right, let's move forward. Like that's just me though.
Yeah.
But no. But yeah. I was saying something. What did he ask me? What did you ask me?
Like the energy that you beat off of with like a place that's like 9,000 people.
Oh yeah, I said that the same. Okay, I want to make sure that I answer this question.
Yeah, you did for sure.
Okay.
But before I had to pee, we were talking before the kids were getting murdered in the alley.
Okay.
We were talking about being an artist versus just a DJ who's got to comply with managerial requests, sort of, That's definitely the spot everyone should be, even if you're not actually making music and being an artist, right? Like producing. Just the manipulation of other people's music is an art in and of itself. So you should want to represent yourself as an artist, as a DJ.
As a DJ, how do you feel about stems?
I had the best experience with stems last night that I've had so far.
Really?
Because it was more of it was a New Year's Eve event, private event at like a nice restaurant. So for the first hour and a half, 2 hours was playing cool dinner, everyone's getting there, getting drunk. It's not like right off the bat I'm at a nightclub and I got to keep the energy up.
Right.
So that was the most fun I've had with stems because I'm playing real experimental shit. I'm playing John Legend songs. I'm playing Pharrell. What was that funk song you did with Nile Rodgers? Get Lucky. Yeah, I'm playing stuff like that and experimenting with stems. That was so tight. But in a nightclub, to me, I don't know. You take the acapella for something and you take all the other aspects of the music out of it. It almost sort of loses energy in most cases.
Yeah, some people. STEM made it easy for DJs, for people who want DJs to act like they were DJs. Love it though. Great feature. But if Ashley, who has, it takes like Ashley who has it, takes this Ain't It Fun by Paramore and puts it over a Beyonce beat, she gets 1,000,001 likes on TikTok. It's like, what the fuck? Not that I'm hating, it's just like, come on, man. Like all the people who were never looking for OREO are striking it on TikTok. And I'm not hating, I'm just like, wow.
Well, mashups are definitely back.
I love a good mashup.
Mashups are back. There was a couple years where it was like that era had ended and it was like, mashups are kind of corny, but now they're back in full effect for sure.
Does that mean we're getting old?
Yeah, we're old, unfortunately. You don't have any gray hairs in your beard though. You look good.
I know.
I got some grays coming. I need that just for men.
I think I remember like one of the first mashups that I heard that were like super cross genre was Big Papa and All Right Sins Not Tragedies. Somebody played that shit in Soho one day and I was like, what? And it was at the point in time I had not heard All Right Sins Not Tragedies. Like, and I was like, what is this? It's gets the people going. Like,
yeah.
But now it's just like, man, there's so much music, so many music genres and spaces right now. Like the I.M. piano, the Afro beats, the mashups, the house music, the house mashups, just like these hip hop mashups, these R&B and soul mashups, like so many different genres of music. And the one place that I've seen all of these genres that I just saw exist was a party called Everyday People. It was the best party of the summer for me. And I'm a hard party critic.
It was when they came to Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great party.
Yeah.
great music, great people, great atmosphere. If I did drugs or drink, probably a blackout night for me.
Oh yeah.
Probably a blackout night for me. I've never had a blackout night, but if I did, it would be on that night.
You don't need one.
It's the aftermath, man. I'd be tired getting up. To be tired with like alcohol and headaches if the phone rings or some shit like that, hey man. But is the blackout worth the fun?
I've really only had 1 or 2 blackouts. And one of them was my birthday, and I was at Underground, and it was when I was carrying around that little Polaroid camera, and I can just remember little snippets, flashbacks of me dropping that camera in the kitchen of Underground. Mm-hmm. And like, I woke up the next day just in my bed, and I was like, yo, what the fuck happened last night?
I can't find the camera. I had a camera. I took with me to Dallas. I don't know where it is.
Oh, that sucks. You got good stuff on it?
Yeah.
Or did you lose it before you even used it?
I had like 4 more pictures.
Oof.
It had my travels from everywhere, like Greece, the last year, like parties that I've been to. It was I was taking my time with that camera.
Damn.
I was taking my time.
It was a disposable joint?
Yes.
Oh, those are the best, man.
I was pissed.
We need to bring that back. I love how stuff like that's coming back. You know, everything's so digital and crazy and AI and this and that. But like, you think about having a little disposable camera that prints out real tangible pictures, and you're like, damn, I want that.
Tangible pictures are great.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. What was I gonna say? Do you miss the old days of DJing? Your old days of DJing?
The send nudes era?
Yes.
I sometimes miss it only because I miss the fun of it. I don't necessarily miss like the naked women and all that, because I have my girlfriend who I love so much now, and
I get that.
And it's a much better life.
Actually, asking that question just brought me back to when I realized I suck as a content DJ. I remember the trick shots, scratching. I'm just like, I'm not living. I'm not out here the way that I need to be out here. I don't know what's going on, but I need to get in this business. Like, I remember this. I remember this so much. And it's just like, oh man, I remember you like just loving commenting on your Instagram. Speaking of which, the woman who I commented on the last podcast,
who drugged her ex-boyfriend?
Jail. Bro, lock her ass up. I was like, wait a minute. You did what? Jail. I think I was the first person to comment on that, G.
I think you were.
Jail time, G. Throw away the fucking key. What the fuck?
It's wild. It's kind of wild. Makes for a good reel.
It does, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I really do remember like watching you. I was like, bro, how do you get what clubs am I not doing? Like, how am I? How like? I love you, man.
Yeah, I love you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Great. I miss those days on the internet. Not saying that like there's a new level of happiness. I do applaud that.
I miss it too. It's a combination of like the internet wouldn't let me live. I mean, I got 7, 8 Instagram accounts deleted. Like every time I would build one up, it's deleted. And now everything I just worked for, it's a form of like losing your life. Like it's a form of dying. Mm-hmm. Your Instagram gets deleted, and like, who are you now? Nobody knows you. Nobody can find you. Nobody can find you on the internet. You are in some way dead. You are dead on the internet.
And was it because of the guidelines or
guidelines? Yeah. I mean, you know, every year, every month, they just get stricter and stricter. Like for a long time, Snapchat was a stronghold, you know, like you could get pretty crazy on Snapchat.
You know, you could, yeah. Not you in general. I've seen, before there was a close friends, There was a Snapchat, and I've seen it all on Snapchat. I've seen things that I wish I could not have seen on Snapchat.
Yeah, and even now that's caught up. Like I got my Snapchat deleted.
Damn,
when I was in Houston.
Snapchat got shit. They woke.
So it's like, what am I really working towards here? What am I building here? I'm having fun. It's going great, but like, what am I really doing? Because what I'm trying to do is hold this career that I have and build this brand.
But what they
like,
doing, like I've seen, man, G, you know who fighting but winning the fight with like, I can't even call it just new content, just X-rated content, whatever it is, like wild content, is the OnlyFans community. They are finding ways to beat the allegations, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Like I'm just bro, what? Like the things that I've seen on Instagram, I'm just like, yo.
Like the girls doing yoga and their whole camel toe is just in the camera.
That another thing that they do is they show what they're not supposed to show for like 1/100th of a second.
One frame.
Like barely a frame.
Yeah.
And they get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
They get away, and I'm just like, yo. What? But then again, they beating the system, man. They fighting the fight and they winning. And I go ahead, please.
Yeah.
God do it.
That's I think the biggest regret of mine is not understanding the internet deep enough and even having the thought of trying to make some sort of subscription based paywall, Patreon, OnlyFans, something like that. Like if I would have done that back in the day when you know I was at the height of the brand, I would still have something monetizable right now, because you're not going to get your OnlyFans deleted for that shit. You know, that's what it's for.
I don't think you should. Well, if you miss it, like we said earlier, do a skit.
I mean, I don't miss it enough to redo it.
I'm not saying the send nudes. There's nobody. I hope she doesn't kill me. If the warden approves certain, if she approves certain.
The warden just approved me DJing at the strip club for a healthy check. So I'm good with that. What
is it like on your side with DJs getting paid?
In terms of what?
Would you change the pay rate?
I think at least a little bit. Like standard rate's $100 an hour for like a DJ who's just working a night, a Thursday night. You're working 4 hours, you're getting $400. And on one end, like as a young DJ who was, you know, I was bartending at Butch McGuire's, and then I started DJing at Stout, and then you start getting $100 an hour check. You're like, this is a life changer, game changer.
Oh yeah, that first it's always 15 years ago. $100? It's just like, oh shit, $100 an hour?
Yeah.
And
crazy.
It's just like, oh my God.
I remember doing that. Like I'm like Friday nights, I'm working 10 to 2. They're giving me $400 every week. I do the math, 400 times 52. That's $20,000 a year. I'm like, I just got a $20,000 raise by picking up one night of work that I love to do.
See, you look at it in the year. A few of me and mine's would, I love the way your brain works. Like you went to the year. Me, I'm like, all right, this is $1,200 a month. How long is this gonna last?
Yeah.
Like, we need to up the ante on this. It can't just be $1,200.
Yeah.
I need to up the ante. But then it's just like, I'm not gonna say the number. I've gotten paid a lot to DJ.
Yeah.
A lot.
You should say the number.
No.
Just
absolutely not. I don't want to uproar. I don't want to uproar. I'm playing it safe. Just know that your boy done got, I'm just going to say safely, I've gotten over 5K to DJ.
Okay.
I've gotten over 10 and I've gotten over 15.
See, that's nice.
It's nice.
That's nice.
It's scary, but it's nice. But it's like, hey man, like I've once seen, it's this new saying that's going around the internet right now. The same bottle of water that's 20 cents in the pack is $2 at the store, $5 at Walgreens, $6 at the movie theaters, $11 at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Go to where you're worth the most.
Yes.
Which is completely making me about to say. I'm not gonna say about to say, but like it's like really making me re-look at a lot of what I'm doing. Like, hey y'all, I don't have to. I can go up the ante somewhere else. Like, I don't like popping my shit. Very nice person. I'm outside of. Okay, fine. I'm a person that says, hey, you can't get booked on what you used to do. It's a fresh year. In my fourth quarter, I made over $30,000 in DJing. In the fourth quarter. So when we coming into the new year, I'm coming into the new year DJing for the Blackhawks. They have Patrick Kane. I'm coming into the new year with an amazing resume of what I've done. The Blackhawks alone, I can go get a lot of money to DJ. So why am I fighting with these clubs for whatever amounts of money? It's just like, bro, I'm the same place that no other DJ, only one other DJ is. Went like in 2017, and I can run back and go through it. In 2013, when I started DJing for Chance was on the bubble. There was no questions about rates. People were throwing so much money that I was taking less money because I felt guilty taking the money that they were trying to give me. Left there, Vic Mensa. Left there, did my own festival. Left there, did Yachty. Left there, did Bozzy. Went back, did another Oreo Fest. Left there, did Moneybag Yo. And that's just 2019. That's not accounting the shows that I did for Lil Bibby, the things that I've done for Dirk, the things that I've done for Chance, the residencies that I've had, the clubs that I've DJ'd in, the amount of money that I get paid to do certain things. Now, I'm DJing for the Blackhawks, which, if you haven't noticed, I'm black. And nobody expects a black DJ from the West Side to DJ for, out of all things, the fucking Blackhawks. I'm on my second season. But yet I have to not necessarily negotiate, barter and trade. Why are we even talking about this? No disrespect to no other DJs. A lot of y'all ass suck. I look in the camera and tell you, a lot of y'all fucking suck as DJs. A lot of y'all. Step it the fuck up. Being cheap don't make you a better DJ. Get in the fucking lab. My music library is over 10 years strong. Come on, step it the fuck up. All of y'all. Y'all killing me. But anyways,
Preach.
It's just like, man, like a lot of DJs don't like a lot of other DJs, but a lot of DJs suck. They fucking suck. They're convenient. They're not good.
You need those guys sometimes though, as a reminder.
Yeah,
because the clubs will get they'll get a little crazy and they'll be like, "Oh, you want that much? Like we're not paying that. Well, this guy will do it for that much." And you're like, "Okay, yeah, get that guy. See what happens.
Go get him." Like some promoters, I don't know. Like I said, I'm fortunate enough that my resume guarantees my rate.
Yeah,
my skill level. Fuck my resume. Even when I've gotten things because people are like, oh, you're attached to this person. It's like, oh shit, wait, you're actually a good DJ.
Yeah.
You didn't come in here and play 50 Young Thug songs or 50 Chief Keef songs. Nobody expected me to play fucking Bon Jovi. Nobody expected me to play Queen. Nobody expected me to play Snake. Nobody expected me to play Tiesto or any of these other DJs or any of this music. Nobody expects me to make 1,000 drunk people on a random Tuesday to sing Queen and fucking Adele with me because I just happen to like that shit and I want to hear it. Nobody expects that. That's why I'm worth that and so much more. So no, I don't want to fucking argue about my rate, especially when I know your other DJs that you're paying at this club are ass, playing one genre of music the entire night. One genre. I feel like I'm yelling. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
go off, King.
Nah, bro. A lot of DJs suck. A lot of promoters pay the cheap DJs because those DJs cater to what, not necessarily the club or the room, but to that one person. And it's just like, oh, this is what everybody wants. When if that's what everybody wants, then why when I come in here and I play what I want to play, they've been singing the whole night. I don't hear people singing EDM club records when I'm in the club. I don't hear people singing disco clubs when I'm in the club. I don't hear people singing any of those records. I see people standing around and doing that bounce and spilling the 1942 on the Chanel heels that they got on. But then when I get in there and I'm killing that shit, it's just like, oh my God, where are you? 18,000 people per month see me DJ and ask me, oh, where are you going? What clubs are you at? I'm not at the clubs. You want to know why? Because the clubs be bullshitting. Clubs be bullshitting. And it's just like, hey, man, everybody got to step it up. The shit DJs, y'all got to step it up, even though y'all probably can't. Everybody has to step it up. Stop trying to be cheap with these fucking DJs. Y'all picking them DJs because they cheap, not because they good. I'll say that shit. Them cheap DJs is just keeping the music going. Name the last time you see a DJ kill it.
The last time I saw a DJ kill it, most recently that pops into my head has got to be Metro.
Love Metro.
Yeah.
Metro gets the fucking job done. Love Metro. Have absolutely nothing bad to say about him. That man is about his money. He is a father. He DJs for the Bulls. People ask me why I don't DJ for the Bulls. You want to know why? Because I don't want to step on Metro toes. He runs that. That's his account. Those are his clients. I ain't got no business over there. Want to know why? I respect Metro. I love Metro as a person. I love Metro as a DJ. I have no business over there.
Shouts to DJ Metro.
Huge shout out to DJ Metro. That's the last time I saw a DJ kill it. Like, no, that's just it for me. Like, a lot of the clubs, and again, I only say this because I love DJing. I absolutely love the sport of it, the social network that comes with it. Like, I love DJing.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm not a rapper on the side. I don't have I'm not none of that. I'm a businessman at the end of the day, which is something that most DJs aren't. They aren't businessmen, and this is a business. Like how you calculate it, $400 a week, 52 weeks in a year, 52 weeks, $20,000 immediately. Most DJs not even gonna get that because they not about the business they're not about the business of this business, doing the calculations of what goes on. On a sold out night, any club can generate anywhere from $20,000 to $70,000. The largest tab that I've ever heard of in a night is like 86 grand. And that was in Paris Club. I think that was Paris' like highest night. Like the night they made like $86,000. You telling me out of that $86,000, you're not worth $1,000?
Right.
For 4 hours? You want me to get up there for 4 hours for $500? No. And then they look at you crazy when you look at them crazy.
Right.
And it's like, come on, man. Like,
and it ties in like a level of respect. You know what I mean? Like, I remember going to Milwaukee and getting $1,000 for the night when a Saturday night for them in Milwaukee, like a great one, was 15 to 20K, which is like a shit night for a club in Chicago on Saturday night. A shit Saturday to ring in 20 grand. In Milwaukee, a great one is 20 grand, and they're giving me 1,000. And like appreciative and loving it and like thank you and please come back and like respect. You know what I'm saying?
No lie. What is that festival in Milwaukee that happens every year? It's like a month long.
Summerfest. Yeah.
I've done Summerfest once or twice. It was like the first show of the pandemic. Had an after party set up. One of the best parties I've ever DJ'd. I say that because had a great set that night. I was like really trying to figure out how to get off this Michael Jackson record in the club. It was If It Wasn't Dangerous, it was In the Closet.
Oh shit.
It was I was fiending to get this record off in the club. Like I could not. I was listening to this shit in my car. Like, so the night was open, and That was a risk. I think that was a risk for me.
Yeah.
It was like this Michael Jackson in the Closet record. And I'm talking about, there were things going on in this club that I never seen in most clubs. There was this guy, there was two dudes, they had on suits, but like very loud. One dude had on like a super loud red suit, 3-piece, nice shoes on. When I played when the moment just got like super dance vibey for me, I dropped Dangerous. And I dropped it from the beginning, like brought that bitch in and it was just smooth. This was the highlight of the fucking night. The two dudes in the suits had a full club dance battle. And I don't mean like nobody's dancing and everybody's just looking at them.
It wasn't a B-boy circle.
Hell no. Like they had this big ass circle, people cheering them on. And they really doing all of these crazy. One dude did a backflip in the club.
Hell yeah.
Like, and it was off the two. And I was like, shit. When I left, they paid me in cash. Some clubs pay you in checks, but sometimes they pay you in cash. Paid me in cash. Hey, greatest night we've ever had. Don't know how you got the Michael Jackson records off, but hey, man, the dude in the suit walked up to me and said, "Welcome to the meal, homie." It shook my hand and walked off.
Hell yeah.
And I was just like, yo, I need to come back to Milwaukee.
Bro, they got a lot of love for Chicago DJs. I've always loved that about
Man,
Milwaukee.
I gotta, and that, man, like, but that's the thing is just like, you know, go to where you worth the most at.
Worth the most and appreciated for me is big because I was in Houston grinding it out, getting money, collecting checks, and really just only focused on the money and stacking dough. And I burned out and I was like, oh God, I hate it.
Let me ask you a question. Did you get the money that you wanted to get?
For the most part. There was a couple fillers where I was getting average pay, but for the most part, I was getting money. There was money to be got.
Houston DJs get paid well.
Yeah.
They get paid very well.
Yeah.
So much so, almost moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost moved.
I did it. I did move.
If if I could get a studio apartment and go bust it down for Thursday through Sunday, gone.
Oh,
no questions asked.
That's easy money, and it's cheap out there, bro. A nice studio apartment, one bedroom.
Shout out to Rogers, the Texas, what do you call the Texas immigrants, the people who move from other cities to Texas because it's cheaper.
Yeah,
but it's a better quality life of living.
Well, I don't know about that. But
no, I'm saying the apartments and houses that I've seen.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like you can get up here, 3 bedrooms, depending on where you at least 2,000.
That's a cheap one.
That's a cheap one.
Yeah.
That's just you might get lucky. At least 2,000. Downtown, 4,500
all day.
4,500 in Houston is a 7-bedroom house.
Bro, Dolo's got a mansion. He's out in like a couple miles outside of the city in Houston. This motherfucker's got a pool with a waterfall and palm trees and bidets and all that for like $2,000.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Amazing. I'm not saying, and people have asked me multiple times, why haven't you moved? Why haven't you moved? Why haven't you moved? I'm a father, number one.
Yeah.
I never want my child to feel like I'm not accessible.
Yeah.
That's something I don't play about. But for the pay, what they call it, summer birds, when you got a house somewhere else.
Yeah, winter. What's it called?
Winter birds or something like that. I don't know what the term is. It's like when you have a house somewhere when it's cold here, you have a house somewhere where it's hot.
Yeah.
Summer birds.
Beach house,
summer house, whatever. Like
yeah.
Like I would definitely be for Texas especially. If Texas called me, if my homie called me and said, Oreo, I want you to come to Houston or Dallas to DJ for a month, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
They pay well if you're worth it. If you can get them to give them a reason to give you the money, they'll give you the money.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And do I have the resume? Absolutely.
Got the resume.
Well, if I move, you heard it here first.
Let's go, champ. Breaking news.
I can't say breaking news. Not yet. I'll let you know when.
Right.
I'll let you know. But even, what's the club that you was playing down there?
The strip club or the?
No,
I was doing Bottle Blonde
Blonde.
Yeah.
Bottle Blonde. I think I played Bottle Blonde once in Dallas. I think I played Bottle Blonde in Dallas. Really rare occasion where I take money from people. Arabic guy walked up to me with racks. Download the song, play it right now. I'll give you whatever you want. You don't have to give me anything. Gave me $200 to play this song one time.
You remember which song?
Absolutely not. Still on my computer.
Of course.
Still on my computer.
Did it go off though?
For them right here.
Just for them. Yeah.
Just for them. He paid $200. He was like, here, take this. And then when I played it, he threw money on me.
Nice. Do you feel like a stripper?
No. Hell no. Like, cause it was like, he didn't be like, that's right, bitch. Play my shit. No, it wasn't like that. It was a
celebratory throw.
He threw that shit up. But when he threw it up, he threw it back.
Yeah.
So it kind of like fell down. And I was just like, oh man.
They like throwing money in Houston for sure, but I think all of Texas. I think that's Texas thing. Cause like I remember in Chicago, if you took ones and you like threw that shit for a bottle girl tip, they'd get mad. They'd be like, I'm not picking this shit up. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm not a stripper, you know?
Yeah.
But in Houston, the strip club culture is embedded into the culture of the city. So like that's what they do. They throw money. They got umbrellas behind the bar. People stand up on the bar throwing money at the bartenders. They got their umbrellas out.
Did you ever eat the chicken at the strip club?
I ate the lemon pepper wings at Onyx. Shouts to my boy Jay Stone.
And how did they make you feel?
They made me feel good.
That's some good. Listen here. I don't know who needs to hear this. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna say it. It's a well-known fact. The strip club scene in Chicago is, I can't even call it ass because that would mean that it exists.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's a flat booty.
Yeah.
It's a flat booty woman. That's the Chicago strip
It's just
club.
a long back.
It's a long high thighs. High thighs. A high thigh woman. High thigh flat woman. That's what in Texas, the South. Also Portland, in Seattle. Is
I've
it Portland?
heard good things.
No.
Portland's got, I think, the most strip clubs per capita or something. There's some fact.
They got it going on in Portland.
Yeah.
But in the South, true story. Els can verify it. I once paid north of $100 just to get some wings. We weren't going to the strip club. We never planned on going to the strip club. If you've never been in the South, let me explain to you how you get into the club. You pay for parking, you pay to get in. In the South, they have something that's called a skip line. You can pay for the skip line. I didn't pay for none of that shit. I paid to get in. I paid for parking, which was probably like $50 or something like that. I paid for me and my homie to get in, probably like another $40 to $50. And then I bought wings for all of us. No regrets.
Not a single regret.
Not a single fucking regret.
There's just something about that hot piece of chicken in your mouth while there's some
That was wild.
Injected
that was
thighs
crazy.
up on stage.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But V Live is where I went. I went to V Live. They had like this special lemon pepper seasoning wet wing. I paid the same amount of money that I would have paid if I would have went to RPM for some lemon pepper wings.
And maybe even a better experience.
Oh man, I was like, and I love it. You can get lamb chops, shrimp Alfredo.
It goes crazy.
And it's amazing. And then the crazy thing is, the more popular the strip club, they really don't have DJs. They have a playlist person that just plays songs all night.
Off of Spotify.
Off of Spotify playlist. Next up to the stage, Destiny. Destiny go up there, she do her thing. But I can say this publicly, and all my friends know this, I don't throw money in the strip club.
That's good.
I have money. I go and
That's why you have money.
Oh yeah, no, I've
because
never
you don't
been.
throw it at the strip club.
But I'm also see what I do is a little bit weird, and I challenge everybody who wants to go to the strip club, have the full strip club experience, but doesn't want to feel crazy when they spent $3,000 on nothing. Take the $3,000. Also, don't get the money at the strip club. Get the money from the bank, because if you go to a real strip club, they take $10 off of every 100. So get the money from the bank or the currency exchange before you go. Walk in with your money. They don't charge you for that shit. You sit down. You take your three. I like to do a minimum of 2,000, a max of 5,000. You have the money sitting on the table. You don't spend it because they're not gonna snatch it. They're very nice people. They never snatch money.
Yeah.
You keep the bag of money on the table, and then you order food. I challenge everybody to do this. Go to the strip club with $2,000 to $5,000 in singles. You sit the bag of money on the table. You order food and watch the things the strippers say to you.
Yeah.
They have the best pickup lines. They have the best pickup lines. You have the ones that come over there and kick it with you just because they know you got money. You'll get your food faster, your drinks faster, more ranch for your lemon pepper, all your homies fine. Everybody gonna come out. Who the fuck is this bag of money on the table? Why they not throwing this money? I need to get some of this money. Get you a lot of chicken and let the night ride. And the only person you tip is the waiter.
Yeah.
It's the greatest. It's my favorite way to go to the strip club.
It's bait. It's like having an expensive lure on your fishing pole.
Yeah. Yeah. And they definitely come and hang out. But
Yeah.
some of them get mad though.
They're just salty.
So you just ain't gonna throw no money? No. I'm not. I came here to eat.
Give me a reason to throw this money. You got to make it a challenge for them.
I'm not.
They go back to the dressing
and then
room.
you know another reason why I don't throw money? I think it's just so degrading for women half naked to pick up money. I can't be the reason that you're doing this.
But they want it.
Favorite part about the strip club in that regard is they have sweepers who like sweep up the money. It's crazy, man.
Put it in a big bag.
Put it in a bag.
Carry
Put
it
tape
back
on
to
it.
the dressing room.
They put it in a bag. They put tape on it, and then they write their name on it. Then they take it to the back.
Yeah.
And then they do what's called count out. All count out take forever.
Yeah.
Count out, they not done till like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
But it's good money though, man. Shout out to the strippers.
They're definitely raking it in.
Not all of them.
The nice ones.
Yeah.
The ones that know what they're doing.
Are you like a built stripper person or like a natural body person?
I like natural women. As the true feminist that I am, I like natural women.
Yay.
I'm not a big fan of the injected, molded, sculpted, not long lasting. I like them built for speed and duration.
Okay. Bill Speed was just funny to me. All right. I feel you.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a natural person.
Yeah.
I don't really have a type. It's like do you like these jokes? Are you sending me TikToks?
Yeah.
Are you smart? Okay, we can figure this out.
Yeah.
We can figure this out. Yeah, man, that's it.
I like that, man. Should we wrap it?
If you want to, you can ask me anything. It's all on the floor here.
All right. Well, how spicy can we get? I want to know. I want like a little celebrity spice here.
I don't have any celebrity spice only because
What artist do you hate the most?
Not hate. I don't hate any of them.
What artist do you strongly dislike the most? From like an incident that's happened in real life. Have you ever met someone who's like you love their music and then you met him in real life and you're like, I'm never listening to this motherfucker's music again?
No, cause I don't. First of all, I ain't no bitch. So all that celebrity shit. It's some dude that's signed to Post Malone, who we were in Bounce one day, whatever weekend it was. Now, if you've been in Bounce, the section to the left of the DJ booth, there's like that little walkway where you walk into the booth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the fuck he thought he was. He got on some rage shit and put his hand on my head to like use me as slap this motherfucking hand off my head, and he fell. Hey bro, what you think? Looked him dead. Who the fuck you think you talking to? I don't know that bitch ass nigga name. Whatever he got going on, if you feel away, I'm right here, big dog. Don't know who this guy is, but I don't care.
That is fucked that he used you as like leverage to get himself over that little wall there, or what?
He fell. He didn't make it over. Like he stumbled and caught his fall because like, could you imagine somebody putting their full weight
That's fucked up.
on your hell, bro.
That's crazy.
The fuck you think this is?
That's
no,
crazy.
bro, he signed a post alone. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Hell no. I was I was there for the Yachty Soulja Boy beef. That was hilarious. I was there. A funny story. I want to say the most awkward position I've ever been in my career was I'm with Yachty. We somewhere. And it's no secret that I'm from Chicago. It's no secret who my friends are, etc., etc. Vic disses Little Yachty. And I'm in the car like when he finds this out. So like he said whatever he said about Lil Yachty, and Yachty pulled me to the side like, "Hey, what's up with your man?" I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't know. I just found out about this while you was right here. I think that's like the most awkward thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Mostly because I just know how to navigate. Some things aren't my business, and if it's really, again, I'm good at my job, so it's just like, hey. I was more on the side of peace, like, y'all need to figure this out.
Right.
But looking at Vic like, why couldn't you just call me to call him if something was going on? But that's the most awkward, but nobody's disappointed at me for anything, or nobody's disappointed me in meeting them because I didn't allow them to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I have no bad stories.
Have you ever fucked up a show that you were DJing for an artist?
Oh yeah.
Played the wrong song.
Played the wrong. Two bad stories. Well, not bad. As a tour DJ, you get one. Unless your artist DJ bond is strong, the room for error is never a big room or space. I used to do this thing with Vic. It was at Wireless. I used to do this thing with Vic where I would hand him my laptop before the show and say, look at this set list. Every DJ does this. And if you don't, I recommend you do if you work for artists. Make sure they understand what the set list is before you go out.
And this is not what you're playing to open it up. This is what the songs,
this is
songs.
The set list. This
Okay,
is the set list. That's what's called set list.
Okay.
Every DJ, mostly, if they don't, that just means it's like another routine day. But like if it's like coming back after a weekend, like, all right, look at the set list, see if you cool with it. All right, cool. Whatever Vic did, and you know with cue points, 1 through 5, 6 through 9, 6 through 0. I don't know. This was doing internet tape, and it's a song called Lovely Day that the chorus goes, oh, what a lovely day. Super big, loud moment. And whatever Vic did when he was looking at my computer, he changed the cue point. But I remember where it was on the waveform. So like it's like a big moment. We in front of like 60,000 people. And we go, I scream like 1, 2, 3, go. Hit the cue point, dead silence. 60,000 people. But I'm like 1, 2, 3, go. I start singing. I'm boom, silence. And we both look at each other like, what the fuck? And then I go, oh, what a lovely day. I'm screaming it while going through the waveform. Find it, catch it. In the end, I say, oh, what a lovely day. Is what a lovely 1, 2, 3, go. Then I drop it on time. Crowd still went crazy. After the show, Vic was pissed.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck? Hey man, I don't know what you pressed. We've done this show 1,000 times. I know you didn't do it on purpose, and I know you don't want to hear this, but I didn't change the cue point. Why would I change the cue point before the show? All right, man, just don't let that shit happen again. Like, cause I don't like yelling at you. Can't. It's their show, so
yeah.
you kind of have to. I was like, look, man, I didn't do this. He was mad, but like after like a couple hours, we were fine. We saw Yeezus that night. He didn't give a fuck after that. Like it was cool. I was like, yo, man, look, So next time, from like then on, I'd never let him touch my computer before a show after that.
You're like, just look, don't touch it.
But then, like, I remember this one time, I was in Denver, Colorado. I was with Yachty, and man, they gave me sometimes when they don't know about something, they just know it's your job to make sure that this shit don't go wrong. It had like a weak USB port, and the cord was terrible. So like every time the bass dropped, it would wiggle the cord, and the whole shit would come out of Serato. Man, that shit did it like 4 times in the show. Yachty was like, man, he was yelling at me. He was yelling at me in the back of the van, like, gee, like, what the fuck? Like, it's your, oh man, look, the board, because it was a different promoter. We didn't have our own equipment, so we just using independent equipment the whole way. But he don't really understand what faulty equipment is. All he know is I pay you to make sure. And I just had to explain to him, like, hey, look, this wasn't, I know it seemed like this was on me. Like, look, the cord, like the shit was fucked up. It wasn't on me. I don't want to hear none of that shit. It's just like, now I got to sit there and just tuck my tail, because if you yell at them, you going back and forth about something that they don't understand.
Right. Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, that was crazy. But for sure, one time when I know I almost got fired was we were at the Nokia Theater in LA. Last minute, 21 Savage coming out, but like I'm on my way to the stage. Download the song, put it on your computer. Now, if most DJs don't know, when in doubt, and this is what I used to go on YouTube until this happened. When in doubt, go on YouTube to MP3, you sold. I downloaded the chopped and screwed version by accident. Oh, Yachty was like, his manager Meezy was pissed. What the fuck, bro? You got this nigga, that's a chop. Hey man, y'all didn't give me, I had no time. It was like download the shit on the fly. And I rushed it, made the mistake, but I owned it. But like those are like my only fuck ups.
Yeah.
In 10 years though, like those are like the only times where I got yelled at for something going wrong.
It's impossible to never fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who you are, what you do. Michael Jordan has missed shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible to not fuck up. But now you know. Like, I'm sure you have an extra USB in your bag, so there's no more fucking faulty USB cords. You listen to the shit before you download. Like, now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Absolutely.
Nobody yelled at you on stage, though? Like, you did some shit and they were like, oh what the fuck?
Hell no.
Because we've all seen the famous Kanye Mano video compilation.
God bless Mano.
Being from Chicago.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
Like, because you watch that just to live it a little bit, and you're like, God, I couldn't imagine being in that position.
I do want to DJ for Kanye just because Kanye has a crazy amount of monumental timeless music. I want to press play on Can't Tell Me Nothing. I want to press
doing that as a DJ in the club in Chicago feels good. I can't imagine doing it for Kanye at a fucking
Like
Stadium.
I'm just like, yo, like this is like Mano probably got some of the greatest stories because Mano did the Watch the Throne tour. That was both Hove and Ye, which probably never will happen again.
Yeah.
But man, like I didn't envy Mano, like I didn't like him. I was like, you are in a space that is I just wanted that. I wanted that so bad. But I was always where the like I said the comparison earlier about, you know, when you're on a tour bus, you miss being in a Sprinter van, but like now that Mano is like on these jets and in these rooms, like he's looking back like, I remember that when Ye was this, and you know, before that, like I remember that, like, because I was with Chance and Vic, so I was the go-to guy for like, oh, who, like when they ask like who's their DJ, it's like, oh, it's me. It's like, oh, it's Oreo. Like, oh, I heard about Oreo. I know Oreo. It's a great DJ. So yeah, man, like, but I've never, I'm very, very keen on like preparing yourself before your sets. Look at your shit. Like, don't DJ with the Wi-Fi on. You know, like even most DJs know, don't update your computer before a show. Don't update your computer before a set, because when the new MacBooks came out and then Serato hadn't updated to do the shit with their firmware, a lot of DJs were having problems.
That's
a lot of
terrifying,
DJs.
bro.
Oh my God. When you can't fix it, oh man, it is terrifying.
Fuck.
It is terrifying.
Just to think about. I couldn't even imagine living it, bro.
I mean, how do you feel about do you DJ without a laptop yet?
No.
Can you?
I did actually. Most recently, I did this house party, No-Tell Hotel, which is like all house music. So I got a stick ready. I played off my stick, and it was cool. But man, I mean, if I'm doing open format, I want my computer, bro. I need it. I'm
It's so
fast
much
on it.
like, yeah, like having
I could download on the fly on it. Like,
yeah, like that's what I don't like. But crazy thing is like Snake still uses his computer.
good.
Snake uses it.
More people need to know that.
I love that. Like I see it. I've seen it. Snake uses his computer.
Yeah.
Like, and it's, again, salute to the stick DJs. You know, not saying you're a bad DJ, but hey, you could never be on the fly. A-Track still uses his computer. Like I'm not saying, like my buddy was like, you just, you know, it's kind of like Elevation. I'm like, I think that's preference. Elevation was from CDs to Serato. Elevation was from crates to vinyls to CDs. Like that's Elevation. I think thumb drives are just preference.
I mean, the thought of being able to pull up to a gig with no computer to worry about, with just a headphone pack and a USB in there, and like, you know, not have the worry of this piece of equipment that belongs to me, that costs money, that I don't want anything to happen to, that has all my precious music on it. Like, that is the most intriguing thing to me.
I could do that with like footwork music.
Yeah.
Oh, please, I'm not even pulling over headphones. I know them all. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of house and disco tracks that you know.
Yeah.
You know what they sound like. You know what they look like. Like, I could do that. Of course, if I've been doing EDM, everything is mostly 128 to 135, or like, I've seen some faster tracks, like, but you know all of these things. Hell no, you don't need no laptop. Because you're only here for one genre of music.
Yeah.
Whether it's dubstep, whether it's EDM, whether it's house, whether it's disco, trap, what is it called? Hyper trap or whatever it is. So many subgenres. Like they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But I have not met an open format DJ who does not use a computer.
Yeah. It's the comfort of it is like, I can do anything at any moment. If I'm playing something and it pops into my head like, oh, I bet I can get them to go off to this, I got it. I could search my shit and play it.
Yeah.
Like,
but like with the other one, you got to press back. You got to press back twice. You got to scroll through, find a folder, go in a folder, make sure that it's sorted. Like it's I ain't got that type of time when I could just go to all, boom, load. Like
yeah, I mean, I've seen people that are quick on the sticks. Like Maximo's quick, Apollo's quick. Those guys are quick on the sticks.
Shout out my boy Apollo, man.
Yeah,
but I think that comes with a serious upkeep of library organization.
Yes.
Like if you, And speaking of which, if you don't organize your library as a DJ, you should. Do you prep before your sets?
I like to, especially if it's like a new room, you know, if it's a residency that I do weekly, not so much. I'll download some new music because I want to have new music to mess around with, some new toys to play with, you know, but mostly for like a new room.
Okay.
I'll prep. I'll be like, all right, I'll imagine I think I'm going to go this direction. I'll prep something, but you know, sometimes that's not the direction it goes.
Okay.
You think it's going somewhere, but
Let me ask you. I didn't ask you this. What did you play at midnight last night?
I played David Guetta and BB Rexa. I'm good.
I keep hearing about this record.
You never heard it?
I heard it in Greece.
It's, I mean, you know, it's
It's
good
a big record
pop,
that came out
popcorn,
in 2023.
You know,
Popcorn.
Power Blue.
I'm blue. I'm an
Yeah.
It's like a remake of that. I'm good and I'm in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody told me to play that, and I said I can't play that. Well, I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not the room for that. But did you plan to play it at midnight?
Yeah, I was going through all the songs. I like to play the biggest song of the year. You know what I'm saying? For the room that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like that, you know, I'm doing some private event at a restaurant. It's tickets, open bar, older people.
Easy.
Yeah.
How long were you there?
9 to 1.
Yeah, easy. Start off, and I'm saying easy only because it's just like, once you've been doing this as long as we have, I look at 4 hours, I already know. 4 hours are my least favorite gigs, but my most favorite because I get to play whatever I want.
That opening slot, like opening for yourself is the best because you're the best opener.
I ain't
for
gonna
yourself.
lie. I've been taking opening slots lately because I get paid to practice.
Yes.
Nobody's gonna be here. I was gonna be at home playing Call of Duty anyway.
Yeah.
This 2 hours, give me that. I can go open. I ain't gonna say I would open, but a good opener is hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
A good opener is hard to find. I said my song last night, but like I started prepping for my New Year's Eve set like in November.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I started because it was just I'm trying to make DJs feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Like real pressure. I'm trying to make the clubs understand like, oh no, Oreo is really not playing. Like it's insane when he comes here. Like that's kind of what I wanted to be at the end of 2024. It's like making it known that like, oh, wherever Oreo is, it's a thing. So that's like my goal in 2024.
Hell yeah. That's what we're doing at Tunnel.
Absolutely. Don't get me started, man. I care about my hopes and my dreams, man.
Come on, man.
Is it always packed on Fridays and Saturdays?
That I haven't been there in a minute. Is it Saturday for sure, right? I think Fridays in the city are always hit or miss.
Typically, yeah. Right now, since it's winter, obviously every place is kind of on the struggle bus. But come summer, there's always a line.
Look here. I was on Hubbard a lot in the summertime. Tunnel, always. Every weekend. Like the same amount of people that were walking Hubbard Street are the same amount of people that were trying to get in the tunnel.
Yeah. It's lit.
That's where I want to be, man.
It's a good time.
That's really where I want, especially because it's open format. Like,
well, keep in mind, Fridays and Saturdays are, but they're also open on Wednesdays. But Wednesdays is Latin night.
that's probably their biggest night.
Probably. I mean, it's B5. So.
Hey man, the Latin community is partying.
The Latin community is taking full advantage of the fact that everybody is feeling their music right now. Reggaeton's popping, and they're like, "Yeah, we're partying."
Bad Bunny traffic was just as bad as Beyonce traffic.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I had a white male ask me, "How much Bad Bunny do you have?" And I literally,
You should have answered in Spanish.
I'm like, some. Man, but I probably should have done that. Again, this was Treehouse last night.
Yeah.
But I guess they really want Latin everywhere at this point.
Man, the Latin community. Even their Bad Bunny's DJ is selling out radius.
Orma.
Selling out radius.
I mean, if you just putting Bad Bunny's DJ on the flyer, it's a wrap.
Bitches.
They think Bad Bunny might be there. He might pull up.
Bitches. Like what do you? It's like DJ. Beyonce ain't got no DJ.
She doesn't have a.
Hell no.
She got a band. Yeah.
What artist that I bet Jay-Z's DJ is his engineer, Guru.
But he's got like a roster, doesn't he? Wasn't Neil Armstrong his DJ at one point? He's got like a couple different guys. No.
I'm going to go look into this and I'm going to let you know.
Maybe because like there's like the Rock Nation guys that DJ like the parties and shit. So
I'm still trying to figure out who DJ the Rock Nation brunch.
Well, Sean Mack, doesn't he do some of them?
No, those are the brunch shit.
What does he do?
Sean Mack does Rock Nation events that are. There's something going on. I don't know what it is.
I know for sure Ross won. You know Ross won? Like
he does
OG.
He does the Rock Nation brunch.
I would bet on it. I'm like 80% sure Ross won for sure. He's tied into that.
First of all, never seen the Rock Nation brunch DJ. I only see the brunch, never the DJ. Never seen anybody say that this person is a ghost to me right now. I don't know who this person is. I've been trying to figure out who this person is for 5+ years.
Really? I think Ross won.
Okay.
I would if I had to put my ballot in. That's what I'm saying. Because I've seen a picture of him DJing and Jay-Z's there.
Ross won.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah.
Ross won. Okay, bet. Okay. All right. What are your dream DJ goals like?
To tour with for what Action Bronson used to be before he sort of blew up like on the internet, like Vice TV, fuck that's delicious Action Bronson, like just rapper Action Bronson.
He Action actually, me and Action have a relationship because of him and Chance's relationship.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like I want to be Alchemist. Obviously he's got producer credits that are out of this world, but like, you know, he's traveling with Rock Marciano to go DJ in Prague at like a small theater or something. Like that looks so sick.
Oh yeah.
That looks dope.
Do it. I told you, man, do it scared.
Yeah.
I gotta OREO
find
Fest
an
was
artist.
all about like me doing something that I wanted to see, but nobody else was doing it. Do it. Just do that shit. I gotta leave here and do some shit that I'm scared to do. I'm going to do that shit.
Yeah.
That's just, I think that's what it is. Like, speaking of like Jay-Z, like Emery say, man, just bet on yourself. I get up and I'm damn near not out here asking questions. I'm just trying to get that shit done. Reading books, saying like, hey y'all, I'm finna do this. Come watch me do this. And then we just figuring it out from there.
That's sort of, to me, like every DJ's mentality. I feel like, you know, every DJ sort of is like a do-it-yourself kind of guy. Like every DJ I know does their own graphics or does their own something, or like does woodworking and builds their own furniture. Shouts to Buck Rogers. Like every DJ I know has that sort of mentality. It's like, I'm just going to do this shit myself.
I'm going to answer my question. For me, now that I've toured, I got to get it how the EDM DJs get it. I want to say like, OREO is going to be here. 5,000 people want to come see what I'm finna do, who I'm finna bring. Like again, like you have one of my favorite moments in the last 10 years is hearing Taco, that actually plays L's, tells me about his he used to have a set at Camp Flognaw. I think it's the greatest ever because he's a DJ. At the time he was DJing super heavy, and he had a stage where he just called all of his friends and he went up there and he played music, but 10,000 kids came to see him. That's like my dream. It's not about being popular or making hella money, which the money just makes it fun, but no, like my next thing is like, oh, come watch me DJ. Come watch this show. Because you see the world do it with all the other, like, why isn't like A-Track used to do tours? What's that producer that he went on that tour with?
Like as Duck Sauce, him and someone else are Duck Sauce.
No, it was before. This was like an independent tour. It was a producer. It was like the first producer that was doing like the beats.
Oh, Craze?
Mm-mm.
No.
He was either black or Latina.
Oh, you're talking about not Lex Luger. A-Rap Music.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I remember that.
He was at the mid.
I was there.
He was dope.
It was a great tour. That's kind of like, and I did it with Oreo Fest. People were coming for Oreo Fest, but like, I want to do something that makes people be like, oh, we going wherever DJ Oreo is. That's where we're going.
How do you envision being able to do that? Like what medium or what like vehicle are you envisioning using to captivate an audience like that? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
You just go out and do it. You ask me what are the steps, what would you do to do it? You just figure it out. Start small. Look at what you did, what you want to change, what you want to add. Do it again. Start it a little bit less smaller.
Yeah.
Until it's like, oh, like first like you said, it went from $400 to hours to whatever amount for 2 hours. Like you don't have to DJ 4 hours if you don't want to, because you choose to.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like, no, like I did Underground last night. They were just like, hey, they didn't call me saying we want you to do the countdown. They were just like, hey, there's a specific, I got a call last year. My thing for New Year's Eve last year, I did a party for the Bulls. I did which really was a favor, but they was like, hey, you're the only person that we trust to do this. Can you please come do this? Sure. Now I text, and this is just super funny to me. Text Alonzo Ball because I seen something on the internet. Had his number, never bothered this man. Is this true? He was like, nah. And the person I was sitting next to, I was like, Alonzo Ball just texted me back. And she was like the real one? Yeah, but like kind of lost my train of thought on that. But yeah, man, like that's the thing that I want to do. I want to be so great that let's just say I'm doing something the same night that Dave Chappelle is in town. Dave Chappelle comes to my show. Like, because I'm just DJing. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want to figure out a way to build that machine of like, Oreo's hitting the ground, and wherever he is, you never know who's coming, and you just might want to be there.
Yeah. But that's okay, DJ Snake can do that, right? DJ Snake can announce he's going to be somewhere, people buy tickets, they go to see him. But that's because of his production. That's because of the music he makes. Joe Rogan says he's going to do a comedy show somewhere. Tickets are sold out. Thousands of people go to see him because of his podcast.
Joe Rogan's a comedian? He's not a comedian.
Joe Rogan's a comedian.
But, all right, I'm going to ask this because I'm not sure. Did Joe Rogan, was he the same dude who used to host Blind Date?
Not Blind Date. He did The Man Show, and he also did Fear Factor.
Fear Factor, yes. What's my man's name who did Blind Date?
Blind Date, I don't even remember. Blind Date, who was the host of Blind Date?
It wasn't Joe Rogan?
No, it definitely wasn't.
But you remember
Rogan.
Blind Date, right? Yeah. You don't remember the show Blind Date?
I remember the show a little bit. I can
WCIU Channel 26.
I can envision my mom's little ass TV cable in the kitchen,
and like the date sets up. My man would kind of narrate.
I don't remember who hosted it.
I'm gonna ask the internet. Who hosted Blind Date?
Roger Lodge.
Okay, cool.
Roger, I don't even know who that is.
Wait, no, that's it. That was the.
Was that a newer version of it?
No, because it's the one from Channel 26.
Yeah.
WGN probably.
1999 to 2006 was a Blind Date run.
Sounds about right.
It doesn't say.
But no, it wasn't Rogan.
Oh.
And yeah, he's a comedian. So like he sells tickets.
It was Roger Lodge. Yeah, it was Roger Lodge. I don't know why I thought it was Joe Rogan. I ain't gonna say I thought. I wanted to believe that it could have been him, but I couldn't remember the dude's name.
He does have like ridiculous accolades like that, like doing Fear Factor. The fuck? UFC commentary.
Holy shit. He has the #1 podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Super
and like
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Do you have a vision at this point of what it's gonna be that's gonna get you those tickets, that's gonna get you that recognition to be able to sell something out like that? Is it gonna be a track that you produce? Is it gonna be like a Mr. Rogers style video series that you're doing on the internet? Like,
hell no.
do you have any sort of
I didn't
vision
have
like
any
that?
of that shit when I did Oreo Fest. I just did that shit.
So you're just gonna start doing shows and just go from there. Build
Just
it
think
up.
about it. Just think about it.
Yeah.
You know I can DJ.
Yes.
You know I'm good.
Yes.
If I catch your attention long enough to say, if I catch your attention enough for you to be like, oh, Oreo's doing a show. What is he doing? He's DJing. Oh, I'm gonna go check it out. Not doing a party. I'm doing a show. Clearly, I'm doing something that's different. If you're curious enough, or if you a fan of my work or the sets that I've done, you're gonna say, why not? Now, if you miss it and you see like a recap video, it's like, shit, I missed it. I'm going to the next one.
Yeah.
Now you go to the next one and you have whatever time you have, which lets you know like either A, I'm going to the next one, or B, I'm not going to the next one, or my favorite, C, I'm going to the next one and I'm telling my friends that they're going with me.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. So how do you differentiate between like a show like that, your show, Oreo doing a show, and like you doing a party, you DJing a already existing party?
I think the same thing that goes on, the same, because to be honest with you, the same set that Tiesto is going to play in Heat Wave is no different from the set that he's going to play at Tao.
Right.
The only difference is the production. Still the same person, still the same music, same tempo, same rock, same
Fist pump.
Yeah, like that's it. Let's get down to business. Played, and it's gonna get the same reaction from these people that paid for him to see him at Heat Wave. It's the same people that see him in town. The only difference is the place that he is and what he's doing in that place. If you take this podcast and you put bigger lights, you get a LED screen, you get like a slime drop, or you have a
Yo, if I was sliming people on here,
that's what I'm saying,
that
like,
would go crazy.
it's really just about I think the simplicity of it is like, how much are you putting into this show?
Yeah.
Like the first piece of production that I had at Oreo Fest was I couldn't afford shit but strobe lights, and I was such this ambitious kid. I'm calling my man Mike Apostolos, who does Lights for Chance. Like, I saw Drake do like this diamond laser shit with like 305 to my city, and I called Mike like, how do I get lasers? He was, Oreo lasers are like 3,000 a light. Fuck. I'm going back to the drawing board. Hang up. Call him 3 days later. Can I get strobes? So how much did I put into the show? How much did I put into Oreo Fest? I took my money. I went straight to the production company. I picked up the lights and a $50,000 board that they rented me for whatever amount of money. I picked up 4 strobe lights because that's all that I could afford. And I did this show. People didn't come to Oreo Fest because people came to Oreo Fest for the artists, but they left was like, yo, Oreo's a great DJ. Or I saw a great show. Who DJ'd? Oreo was there. Like, that's that. I don't think about, that's what makes it so different. It's just like, shit, this guy's selling out places. What does he do? He's a DJ. Yeah, but like, what did he make? He didn't make nothing.
He's just DJing.
He's a great fucking DJ.
Yeah.
Like when I had Metro Boomin come out, when I had Lil Durk come out, they came out for those people, but they also saw a great ass set by DJ OREO. And it's just like, you want to see changes in your life and your career, you got to do some shit different. You got to do something ain't nobody ever done. You got to put time into that shit. You got to make your show worth going to. Like I was the person who was trying to figure out how can I get the production homies who run lights and LED walls to come with me to Paris Club because I want my set to be that much more good. I was the person who was going out trying to figure out like, oh, you know, can I get visuals that go on during my set? Like, how can I find the production person who likes hip hop enough to deal with it for long enough to make things happen with my set? How much do I have to pay to get somebody to pay attention to my lights during my set? Like, all that shit matters. Because that's the only difference in between what's going on at these festivals as opposed to what's going on in the club.
Right. It's really, you're controlling everything. The vision is really what you're giving to the people. You're not just coming, setting up, playing the music. The set could be the same, but it's the experience of what's happening in that room.
That's all. People want experiences.
Yeah.
That's all people want. People want to have a good time.
Yeah.
If you bold enough to give it to them, some of them going to be bold enough to see like, all right, let's see what you got. I guarantee you, I could put everything that I have into putting something in Sub T that's never happened in Sub T. You take an LED wall in a Sub T, you throw a couple lights around to somebody that believes in your vision. Best party in the world.
Yeah.
Best party in the world.
Well, I'm excited to see it because I believe you're going to make it happen.
I'm going to do my best.
I just want an invite.
The thing about me is that my greatest gift is my greatest curse. I always pick up my phone. It's a terrible thing.
Hell yeah.
Like, because when you're doing it, you want everybody there. You want everybody there. You want it to be like my dream of DJing in the United Center isn't like being like right here and, you know, none of these seats up here. No, I want to be in the middle with a stage that's as big as it needs to be and play everything that I want to play and have this person secretly pop out, boom, and oh my God, this was great. Like that's my vision but it's not off of, oh, who is this guy? Like, oh, he made this. Like, fuck what I made. I'm here to show you what I did. This is my art. My art isn't one song that I created. My art is my performance. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Diamond Cut, how we looking on battery life here?
We got enough battery, but we're at a 3-hour marker.
Holy shit. This might be the longest podcast we've done.
Sorry.
No. Best. We just got to apologize to Diamond Cut. He's got to edit it.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, this is incredible. It has not felt like 3 hours at all. I wonder if my girlfriend's even still here.
It's almost 6.
Yo, it's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, let's wrap it. If there's anything else you want to plug, I mean, obviously we'll have all this stuff in the beginning. I never did the please like and subscribe if you're on the YouTube watching the video. Algorithm activating activities, what we like here. Superstar, incredible human being, the soon to be biggest. Come on, man. You've had that the whole time and you just did it once at the end?
It's my shit, man.
Bro.
It's my shit.
Come on.
It's my shit.
Holy shit, that's amazing. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you especially for joining me, coming over here, giving your time, giving free game, just everything, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
I couldn't think of a better way to kick off the year. It's only up from here.
Thank you. Thank you. I will always come back and crack jokes and have a good time.
Let's go, champ. I'm excited for the future. And once we sign off, I got you. I'm gonna hit up Lago.
Okay,
we'll
cool.
get you locked in. Tunnel Gods.
Man, I've been wanting to hit that for a while.
Let's go. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Well, all right. Battle battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a lie.